Good morning. So, sorry about the wait. Turns out one of my cats has a problem with eating too fast and then rejecting it. So, just had to deal with that real quick. But I hope you're all doing well this morning. As Nisey quietly goes, from bed, I'm starting my stream. No response, she must not be fully awake. Oh, Ed did his hat trick.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to deal with that real quick before I got started. So, we're going back to our Duo Zoo. We're going to start, I think today we're going to start messing with the drive-through thing for mine. So, as we can see, this will be my section as we're progressing through. This is D's section. We have matching zoos. We're going to be matching exactly what we're putting in terms of biome for each section. Right now we're working on grassland, section number 1. So far I've got my Australian pit with my various critters, my emus, my wombats, my wallabies, and temporarily my platypus, because turns out they're really hard to see from, 40 feet in the air. So we might be moving them in the near future. I'll try to think about where I could possibly put them. I might end up removing this whole section and putting in like a tank that people can look into, but that will be something for tomorrow. For today, I want to start working on my drive-through adventure tour. Let's see, so I've got to start by figuring out how to edit the track, because it's been a while. How do I... Oh, it's giving me one of these buttons. Edit track, yeah, okay. So I think we're gonna... Do we want to have this raised, or we want to follow terrain? Actually, first I got terrain, too. What am I doing for animals? I forgot I'd picked the... No, I think D picked those up. Let's see. We're going to reset all filters. Let's start with... we are in sandbox mode. It's just easier that way. Without sandbox mode, it starts to get silly while the game's running in the background and we're doing things. Alive? Yeah, time's passing. Let's not do that. So... Yeah, it starts to become silly after a while. So rather than dealing with that, we are just making do with what we got. Ooh, I have some extras. Oh well, that's okay. So I definitely want some lions. Ooh, can't pass up a good lion. Let's see here. And I wish I could filter by biome on this, but it's not so easy. What kind of critters can we... Oh, let's see. Ooh, ostriches and warthogs. Those are always fun. Or I could have the many kinds of plains deer, as it were. Could do that. Let's get some gazelles. Yeah. I just realized I don't remember what their preference for groups are. 3 to 36, but only one male. Okay. Should give us plenty of them. Let's see. So then I had constant gazelle on there. They had I'm not sure if I want to do the giraffe or not. Well, definitely gonna do ostriches. I love me some ostriches. I'm weird like that, so. Let's see, what are their requirements? 1 to 8 with 1 male. Okay, that'll do. Warthogs can be a real pain. They reproduce very quickly in the game. So I'm not sure we're going to do warthogs. That might be a little bit too much trouble. Wow, really? I thought they were fully endangered. What are they like? 1 male, so... Oh, well, if I can only have 1 male, let's get the best male we can. Okay, so we got rhinos. We definitely want those. You know, let's go with the traditional goodies. Let's get ourselves some zebras. And we might as well get the giraffes at this point. Alrighty. So, we've got lions, we've got the large plains area. I think what we want to do is we're going to plan out the size here. So, gonna have this coming around and through here. Which means we need an area of no animals to get us in and out of the track. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking we're going to have this be the lion section here. And like I'll put a pit down and mark it with rocks and have them on one side and them going around like a hill or a mountain or something and then coming through the actual plain section again. So if I subdivide here, this track comes through here through one section, around the edge for the other. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try that. You know what? We're going to... No, I think I'd rather have the straight line, to be honest. Not exactly the most attractive winding road or anything, but I do have to deal with the reality of putting this in there, so... I think we're just gonna simplify my life for now. And we are going to... do all fancy sharp angles. Should be able to auto... Oh, nope. There we go. Okay, so I need to make my barriers, which... I also need my caretaker huts. So, what I might do is I might actually have just two biomes instead of 3 like I was thinking. Yeah, so I might in fact... Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably stash the worker amenities over here, connect to the big section with all the plains critters here, and connect to the tigers and lions and whatnot there. And I gotta make sure... Excuse me. I only need a small keeper hut because there's going to only be 2 animals here, 2 biomes here. So keeper hut. I have to have a trade center. I have to have a staff room. I can make a small one too. I can't remember what rotates. I thought R rotated. Nope. Wow, I'm feeling kind of silly. What the hell rotates? Oh, Z, right. Herpadur. Don't mind me, I'm just having my moment. Yep. Don't need research. Don't really need a vet, I don't think. Well, if I do, I'll slap it down real quick. But don't mind me, I'm just having problems. Okay, path there. Path there. Okay, so I do want a backing of concrete, I think, for this barrier. Yeah, I want to make this a solid barrier, at least. At least in the background. Like, ultimately, probably won't be a solid barrier. It probably won't actually be solid all the way through, because I'm going to use rocks and everything to kind of hide it and everything. But okay, now I think I have to... How do I add a gate? Tracker lock. Oh god, I forgot you have to do that first. So Planet Zoo has a thing where basically... no. Planet Zoo has a thing where you basically have to put in the barriers first before you do the tracks through them, which is kind of annoying. Well, on the other hand, I kind of understand it. But still, I kind of wish it didn't require us to do it that way. It's a little vexing, but what you gonna do? That's just me tapping the keys in order to make things bigger. It's just easier that way for me. Alright, so what we're going to do is from here, we're going to transition to a null barrier. Because ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to have that pit here to keep the lions out. So we're going to add our habitat gate. And we've got to add our wooden track airlocks here. Got to try to line them up kind of with the track. Okay. Okay, that's lined up. Oh no, I want to get rid of... No, I want to get rid of this one. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. So I've got my first one here. And then I need to make the barrier for my lions, which is going to be... Again, we're gonna do concrete in the background and just kind of hide it. Come on. I know you can connect. I know you can do it. For real? Oh, it's because I'm stuck on angle snap, that's why. Oh no, no, it just doesn't want to connect. Whew, okay, that's stupid. That is incredibly... Oh. Terrain modification failed. Okay, well, let's turn off flattened terrain then. Another ghastly stupid moment. Okay. Need to look up my lions because I need to make sure they will be contained. Now, usually in here they'll have a thing saying how tall you need your walls to be. At least 9.5 feet. It's really 10 feet, which means any pit has to be that deep as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this whole thing that tall. Because I'm pretty sure they've got the best jump out of all the critters I've got coming in here. There we go, 10 foot. And then I need to terrain. And I need to push myself down a little pit here. Oh, you know what? I've got those sculpting things. Terrain stamp tools. Pretty sure that's deep enough too, so yeah, 15 meters, so I'm just gonna make this longer in one direction. Because I kind of just want to stamp all this, but that's gonna be problematic, to say the least. Oh, I'm being a dingus. Because if I stamp... If I stamp with this, then I can go in and fill with this and be just short of what I stamped, and that'll do. So... There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the width by like a meter, 2 meters. We're going to add terrain. There we go. Nice and fancy like. Seems a little excessive, but what you gonna do? And then, well, you know what? I'll just flatten that to foundation. That'll do. Give me a little bit of frog in my throat today. Zip. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we are on the edge here, and ultimately, I'm going to use some... Oh, you know what? That's right. Make it a little sloped here. Yes, okay. Alright, so... That's not what I wanted. I kind of wanted to slope this whole thing to give it like... Okay. You know what? I think we're going to raise this up a little bit. I realized that we originally had it at 15 meters, but I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. Make it easier to slope and integrate here. We're going to make sure we got plenty of room because I'm going to use a smoothing tool to basically make terrain. At least we're going to try to. That ain't going to work, so we're going to pull instead. Fix our giant bloody gap. There we go. Gonna lower our intensity here. So we'll try to smooth out near the top here. My apologies, a little bit of a frog. think that will largely be enough for the lions to deal with here. And let's see if we can get this. Yes, okay. Okay, got that to match, or at least good enough. I'm gonna try to get you to match. Okay. So at this point we have the barrier across in a way that they won't be able to deal with. Gonna fix our terrain slightly. Push the edges in and end up with having the exact same thing. Okay, well then, we tried. Good enough. So I need to hire a couple zookeepers here, or a keeper anyhow, and a mechanic. And then we need to start. I'm going to start with the lions here. The reason being is that the lions are more concerning if they manage to get out. And let's get you playing. I think we're going to get rid of the long grass hiding underneath the roadway while we're here. Just happened to notice that. Okay. Oh, right, power. I forgot I need power, and I need power, and I'm gonna need water treatment. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to do a little thing. I've done this before and it was tons of fun, and it worked. So hey, I'm going to bore a hole down in here on below the water line of what I'm going to put in. And I'm going to bore that through underneath here, and eventually I'm going to bring it up to the surface. I'm going to have basically a pool, but they'll all be serviced by the same water filter. Alright, so yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our little oasis here. Put our size down, bam. Oh, but that's going to be too high. That's right, because I need it to be down here. Alright, so we're going to do more of the same. We're going to do some sloping here. The idea being to get them down to the water level and have the guests looking down at them. So, nope. Okay, nope, still not. Okay, there we go. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Decrease intensity, increase the size. We're going to just push down on the bumps here. We're going to get rid of the water. I know roughly where I'm going with that. Try to smooth this out a little bit. And I was going to use this as the measure. Boop. Okay, yeah, that looks approachable, so I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. Smooth you out. Excuse me just a second, trying to fix something here. And it's not fixing, so that's okay though. That's alright. Nothing vital, just me tinkering. Got ourselves a little shallow area. We've got that. Okay. And then the water treatment should reach all of it. Yes. So because it connects under the water here, it will basically run and filter everything. And one last thing, because I am a dork, you can't put something like that there and not have chain link. Because after all, you do have to keep the critters from going through the water. You never know when they're going to get all creative. So I'm going to just make this not be... Again, the idea being is that this is not a habitat barrier. It's not intended to be a habitat barrier. We are going to lower you into the water piece by piece because it doesn't like being too uneven with this. There we go. Okay, now I can lower the top down. Okay, and the end result is that we have a lovely little grate to keep the animals from swimming under there and getting into trouble. And then ultimately I may end up adding a uh-oh. You want to attach there, but I don't want you to attach there. I suppose you could. I don't think they're gonna... Oh, okay, this might be a problem. So, we're gonna fix the fence that matters first. Oh, we don't want to connect at all. Oh, well then, la-di-da. Let's see. Oh. And because the lions can get there, they would be trouble. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the water first of all. And then we are going to move you over there. Yep. And then we're going to move you inward a little bit. Except you don't like that, because I got to pull the terrain in instead. So. Alright. So yeah, I screwed up my barriers more than a little bit here. Really wish I could... Can I set these to be visible? Oh, lovely. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to lower the intensity even more and just pull enough for you to not be a problem. So basically, all these blue things, if you accidentally let a critter get past them, the guest will start freaking out because the animal escaped. And the zoo will start freaking out that the animal escaped. And basically, everyone freaks out and causes trouble. We're preventing that by ensuring that all of the blue is hidden, except for that. But you know what we're going to do there? We're going to get creative. So I'm going to grab my chain link again. Oh, let's do steel mesh. Why not? We're going to put this right here. Now. Okay. Edit that barrier. Even you out a little bit. Okay, so we have a hole, we have water going through it. We are going to use some concrete pieces. And we're going to basically present like a sort of structure to keep things from being too crazy here. Move you down. Yes. Okay, we're lined up enough for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you up. We are going to turn on angle snap, because angle snap is the greatest gift to proper construction ever. We're going to, so we're basically making a little, I'm not sure what you call it. Basically the thing that the bars are locked into. I have no idea what that's called, so meh. But that's okay, because oh, we don't want that high, because in theory the critters could then... Oh, you know what? We can make a ramp. Where's a 2x2 panel? 1x2. We'll do 2x2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this as a guide for the ramp. That does not properly fit there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to build off of our intent here rather than worry too much about it. So make this slightly smaller to fit, because we are fancy like that. And then I can probably eliminate that one, because all these are going to move a little closer. Or maybe I can't. Well, that's okay. going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to do construction, and we are going to do the little panel. Or maybe not. There we go. Little plug panel there. Now, I'm going to need this again. We're going to lay this flat and then try to angle it so that matches that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are just going to add this. Well, I was going to add that to that, but that's not going to work, so we're going to do this instead. I'm going to angle snap, because I want to line this up. Final piece. I hate that I've spent so much resources building this, but on the other hand, well, you know, I want to be spiffing. It's competition, damn it. I will have the prettiest place. Okay, so we have now blocked off that slightly disturbing place where the lions might have gotten out. And now it is a fancy waterway. I need to see where the water is. Okay, I think that will suffice. So, let's see about getting the lions in here. Forgot the trade center, did I not set the lines? Oh, you know what? I bet I had some kind of warning about, oh, you can't move it. Okay. Oh, damn. What's wrong now? Let's see. Trade thing exists connected to that. Oh, I need a... Now that I think of it, I need a caretaker to transfer. That's right. Silly me. Alright, so let's see what they can jump out of. I'm going to go to habitat traversable area. Alright, so it looks like I could smooth this section out a little bit, and I think we're going to. And we're going to swap out and swap back in, let it play for just a second. Okay, not quite. So... Oh. We're going to smooth this out a little bit more. just to make sure there's no huge areas that they can't get into, because that's just wasted opportunity. Turn this back on and let it play for a second. There we go. Alright, yeah. So, we've got the beginnings of an animal habitat. So, let's see what makes them happy. I know you guys don't have any hard shelter. I'll be working on that in a minute. In fact, which section do I want to put that in? Kind of want to put it over here in this corner. So I'm going to be building like a little rock cave thing because that's what I usually do. I'm creative like that. Alright, so they like the mix here, but I don't like how it looks. So we're going to do a little bit of painting here. Okay, they can use more grass. They can use more rock. So let's start with rock. Can I rock under here? It doesn't count as that, so we're going to rock here. We're just gonna, you know, make our little cliff that everyone's looking over. So they're being all fancy and picky. A little bit of rock there. It's part of our cliff. Never mind, it's entirely artificial. Let's see. You know what? I guess let's rock all the way up to there. Let's imply this is all rock wall. And just give a few taps here to kind of blend in a little bit of smoothness. Still want more rock, huh? Well, tell you what then. Ooh, here's an idea. Let's give you a little bump to sit on. That was got a little intensity on that. See, smooth this out a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna paint you all rocky. And then ultimately what we'll probably do is we'll probably go and put like a cat toy or something on the rocky section to encourage them to visit it and play on it. Yeah, just a little bit of smoothing here and there. Touch of it. Okay, now I think I want to do a little bit of sand at the baseline here. A little bit of beachiness. There we go. Sand. Let's see. We still want more rock. So you know what? Rock's going to come down into the water here. We're going to rock all that. Still not enough rock. Wow. I did not know lions like rock. I like more soil, so let's give you soil here. We're definitely gonna We're definitely going to give you a big soily thing for your cave floor, seeing as that'll make you happy. I want more short grass. Oh, I'm still at a tensity 100, that's why. Well, let's cut you down a little bit. And a little bit of long grass here, so... Specifically going for that long grass texture on either side of this. Not like we can get in here with a lawnmower. Okay, so at this point I'm going to start making our rock structures. It's going to make this and mark out the animal terrain thing here. At this point I'm going to get rid of this path. I'm at my limit, I know it. I don't think it's really a hard limit anyhow, we haven't really talked about it, but there we go. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do rock cladding. We're going to set this to aligned surface. Yes. Now, I am ultimately going to possibly use some rocks behind this to break up the straightness of, you know, the random rock background. But I am actually putting in lines tallest, if that'll work. Yes, I'm actually putting in lines right now. That is the whole purpose of this structure. So I've got like a little... Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Suffice to say, this is actually my wife's account. We've been doing a duo zoo, where basically I have one section, she has one section, and we have to make the same general stuff, like this is grasslands that we're working on. And I'm currently working on a drive-through where I'm going to have, you know, African plains animals out here, and I'm going to have my lines along here with this little pit to get through. And, yes, so I'm trying to set it up for these guys. I prefer to make a more naturalist look to it, so hence the rock walls, but this random rotation is driving me mad. So, let's go ahead and slap you on there. So, yep, so I'm just going along, adding walls, and doing my best to make it pretty for the lions. Let's see here. And I'm going to go around and eventually I'm going to, yeah, I don't know how long you've been here, so I didn't know if you heard, but I'm going to go and add some rocks to break up the sameness of the rock cladding wall. I don't want that to be really obvious. But if I put the rock cladding down first, then I'll be ready for it and I can just work from there. Don't have to worry about having little bits peeking through and ruining the look. And I do apologize. I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat, no pun intended, so I'm going to sound a little warbly today, and I do apologize for that. Okay, so let's see. Definitely gonna corner you. Get that hidden. Let's see. We're gonna let's inset you a little bit. Yeah, we currently stream from the same account. I'm debating setting up an account for myself. I did not really stream for a while. She's been doing this for, I think, a couple of years at least by now. But right now I'm just using hers because I basically have just started by working on this zoo, essentially. Haven't really done anything else. So that is ugly as sin. Yeah, let's not use that. Yeah, so right now I'm just streaming. She's actually currently, well, maybe not fully asleep, but in theory asleep here in the same room, so you may occasionally hear a mumbled statement from her, or not. But yeah, I've just been using her account because this is the only thing I've really streamed as of yet. I'm debating streaming some other stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I have it in me to actually, like, show up on time and stuff like that. Which is kind of important, you know. Don't want to leave people hanging waiting for you to show up. Let's see. So, we're definitely gonna start expanding along. Ultimately, again, don't know how long you've been here. Ultimately, this is going to be a lion rest cave, as it were. Place for them to chill out and get their cover and everything. Currently, I'm going to have 3 once I've actually got the game running. They've been installing them as I've been working on this. And then, ultimately, there's going to be many, many more. But I'm just starting with 3. Alright, so, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do rock cladding as the surface. Now, I don't care how this looks, because I'm going to be putting rocks in again to break up the form. So I'm just putting these down just straight the way they are, and I'll raise them up for the roof. Yeah, okay, sure, I can do that. I've got no problem doing that. In fact, let me go ahead and get him in here so I don't forget. There you go. Oh, well, how do I spell it right? All right. There you go, and now you've been immortalized as the lion tallest. So, I have to ask, just in case, is that a Invader Zim reference, or did that just kind of show up? No, unfortunately I do not. This is actually in sandbox mode. Normally I do franchise, but franchise isn't happening. I haven't started any kind of breeding program or anything, so I really haven't seen any in trade either. Don't think there's going to be, so probably not for a while. Now I know I saw, yeah, there's a gap. Let's go ahead and cover you up. Nope. Again, there was nothing in the trade thing for this mode, so I actually have no way of getting them short of breeding, which I have not even begun to start. There's a gap. I knew there was going to be one of them there. Wrong button. Let's get a little. There we go. See if there's any other gaps here I should know about. Okay, again, there's no point in having these here and not actually having it give cover. I do want to give them a little shelter. Yeah, we're gonna just duplicate this real quick. Just make sure. Oh. No. Control X, if you please. There we go. Yep, and now I need to neaten the rest of this up here. I do think we're going to... Yeah, I think we're going to use this to break up the form here. Yeah, that'll do. Probably gonna put some plants behind those just to, again, to liven it up, give it a little bit of a living look. But again, just got to get through the grunt work of putting in the basics. Can't get fancy till you're done with the basics. That don't look good. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do. And let's put a little supporting rocks here. Make this look a little less OSHA horrifying. Ain't gonna do you no good. Yeah, okay, that's slightly less terrible, disgusting, horrible, unreasonable for an animal. Let's see. Kind of want to break this up a little bit more here. Slap a little bit of rockage there. Like I said, I'm going to try to reinforce that with trees. I might make like a little fake mountain on the top of this going upward, but at this point I'm not entirely sure. I do need to make sure that they can't jump out though. Haven't actually checked that for an update in a while. Yeah, we're looking good. Kind of concerned that they're sitting there eyeing the wall, but okay. Let's get them some bedding. I think we're just going to go with the basic straw bedding. It's good enough. No, this game does not allow them to kill people. They just run around terrifying people. If you want to play a game with zoo animals that actually eat people, the same company, Frontier, makes the Jurassic World zoo things, and they assuredly eat people. So that's much more in line with the original Zoo Tycoon and how they used to have animals get chewed on regularly. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, they didn't bother animating people getting eaten in this one. I think they were more aiming for conservation over anything else. Let's see, this is the. I just realized that just typing lion doesn't work when they have sea lions in this game, so probably not sufficient. Okay, so where do we want to put entertainment? We're gonna be having people driving along here. Yeah, Jurassic World Evolution. I've played a little bit of the game, not much, just a little. While I enjoyed it, it didn't. Well, at least the first one. I don't know about the second one. The first one didn't have much in the way of decorating, so you couldn't do like I'm doing and make like fancy individual stuff. It was all about, hey, let's just have an actual, dinosaur. Which, great, love me some dinosaurs, but not necessarily what I wanted to play. Side effect of not having any flat land. It wants flat land. Well, you know what? They can cope with a little bit of... Maybe I can smooth it out behind it and make it less jagged at least. Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. So, what do we want? What do we want to put for a toy here? I want this to definitely be a place where they can find critters having fun. They've got scratching trees. Could put me some scratching trees up there. Scent marker I like to hide in like the trees and whatnot that I'm going to put around, which I'll get to eventually. But it looks weird coming out of the rock, though. I don't think that's going to work out. I think we're going to put scratching tree here. Let's see. They don't have a lot of non-mobile goodies. So I guess... yes, actually, they do have individual life systems for the groups of animals. So, like, in the case of lions, if you have 2 males, they will fight. Some species are okay having, you know, a couple different of each. Some species have a huge gender imbalance in one direction or another. So they do ultimately... Do they not climb? They do ultimately fight if you have more than 1 male. They actually had to patch recently a thing that delays how long they'll wait until they fight, because it used to be that the moment you loaded the game in, like the moment like a male hit adulthood, it counted and they would start fighting. They now have an in-game year to basically give you time to get rid of them before they start to freak out. Let's see. I do kind of want to do a rock platform to kind of... Yeah, so right now I've only got the 2 females and the 2 females and the 1 male for now. And they're gonna be it for a while, because I don't really want to start nothing. Especially seeing this will be running when Nisey, again, my wife, the one who owns the channel, when she plays, it'll be running some. And while it's faintly amusing to leave a trap for her in the case of arguing lions, it wouldn't really be productive. It would just interfere with her getting her time in. That I don't know. I don't know if they'll actually kill each other or if they'll just keep hurting each other. I've never let it progress that far. I've never really done a lion fight club in Planet Zoo. So, I'm not entirely sure on that. I do know that they will fight and fight and fight. Now, some of them will only fight long enough to determine who's the leader, who's the alpha, and then they'll let it go. But in the case of lions, I think they just keep going until you move one. Come think about it, I haven't really played that much of Jurassic World. Do they have something like that in that game? Like, do they have like animal preferences as far as gender balance and stuff like that? Alright, so now we got a little rock-laden platform for them. No, they don't. Yeah, like I said, what I played with the first one didn't have a lot of animal interaction fun. It was more like, rawr, you have a dinosaur, stomp, 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 which, you know, is fun. Oh, right, Jurassic Park. Silly me. That was a stupid thing to ask. Sorry. I completely forgot what franchise we were talking about. Of course, then again, considering how everything ended, maybe not so stupid a question, but hey. Alright, so we gotta lower... So we gotta move you a little bit in order to make you more accessible to the critters. I think we're gonna shorten your angle a little bit here. Gonna bring you down a little. Fill that in. Alright, let's see how you look now. Well, that's better. Now they can get up on it at least. I do think I want to sink another rock into there. Just to give them a little bit extra working space. I'm going to turn off the line to surface though, because that makes it harder to make things flat. And come think of it, they are not liking this rock at all, so let's just go ahead and get rid of that. If they want nothing to do with it, there's no point keeping it. Okay, there we go. We got a nice solid play area now for them. So that they definitely have something to actually go up there with. So, let's give them the prey-scented sack. Yeah, let's give them a sack to play with. That doesn't sound right. So who won in that fight? Let's see. If this was just straight like being produced by people who own the IP, I would assume the T-Rex. That said, because it's a video game, I'm guessing the Indominus. We're gonna turn on a line of surface again here. We wanna move that in there. I think I want to rotate you and fix you. I don't think I'm very happy with how that was working out. There we go. Alright, so we're definitely going to slap a whole bunch of rocks over that. I don't want that visible. See, I didn't even know you could break that up. Although technically, couldn't you? I suppose you could send out the teams to give them a shot and knock them out before they actually finished up, huh? I never experimented with making the dinosaurs fight. Just didn't really. I'm sorry if I'm producing a multi-million-dollar critter. I don't think I'd waste it in animal fights, but I guess that's what they were going for. Excuse me again, frog. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I was working on their I've got the terrain, I've got their bedding. They have all the space they could possibly need. I was working on their plant coverage, and I got distracted by rocks. Let's see. What is this called? I know... Really? That's not a grassland thing? Oh, well, I guess we're going to have to just give you guys scratching posts then. Alrighty. I do try to match their terrain appropriately. so I do end up having to sometimes change what I'm doing halfway through. In fact, my large Australian pit here was originally a whole bunch of square, just square structures, kind of like what she's doing over here. And I said, wow, that's really kind of boring. And so I said I made a giant pit. Insert joke down under, blah, blah, blah. A joke so weak I couldn't bring myself to do anything but mention it. Let's see here. So, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for general... Okay, I kind of like those. I think I want to... These aren't climbable, are they? Look at their tags here. Nothing climbable. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I want to use that to break up... Again, break up the wall. Break up how it looks. Make sure it's not like too samey, too obvious. Do want to make it look like a natural state, as it were. Just kind of happy little tree sort of thing. The wife, the person who owns the channel, is very big into Bob Ross, so we tend to make jokes about happy little trees while we're working Planet Zoo. Oh, you know what? I kind of like that, but definitely not the pine tree, I don't think. I don't really care for that. Those things are just huge and ugly. Don't really need that. Cork oak. Oh, well, that's kind of scrublandish. It's kind of let's get rid of the. Oh, I should probably reselect the line so I'm not overdoing their environmental stuff. I'm sure they appreciate it. Sink this into the ground a little bit to make sure it doesn't look too weird. I think we're going to save those for the other critters. Let's see. Got a fig tree. You might make good... Wow, that's... Oh, yeah, fig tree. Well, that makes sense, don't it? Let's see. Got any other trees? Don't really care for those. They're just a little too awkward looking. Don't really want palm trees. Not quite the look I'm going for. Interesting, but no. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one here. Now I'm going to put some rockery around it. I do try to have at least some rocks out and about in the actual setting. Something to kind of imply more terrain than there actually is, sadly. But let's see here. Gonna get you up here, maybe eventually. Can we break the surface? There we go. Oh. Let's put a line of surface back on that, because that works a lot better with rocks than it does plants. Alrighty, let's see. So got some rocks to break that up. I'm sitting here working on this, and what is that noise? I hear something in the background. Well, as it turns out, that's my wife snoring slightly. Whoops. Ah, well. She said go ahead and stream while she's asleep. Well, not my fault. Hear the glory of natural thunder. Okay, yes, that looks a little bit more... I do have to say, they added a thing to this game that I really appreciate, where they've got the Explore mode that puts your camera at guest level, so I really like that they did that, but because before then, you basically had to hover and pilot yourself around, and it was kind of awkward. This will actually follow the terrain. Like, if I step off the rails, you can see I go down slightly. And I really appreciate that, because, like, that's how I find things like that gap right there. That hurts my very soul. Alright, so we're going to use... Yeah. Ultimately, I'm going to have to block this off anyhow, because one of the things that we're requiring that we have gondola stations throughout our zoo. So you can see that there's this path blocked off right here. This is actually the end of this work section, and over here we have to put in a gondola station. Gonna have to have a matching one here, and we might have one. This is supposed to be the space for our centerpiece. Oh wait, no, this is it. This is supposed to be our centerpiece, just a big elaborate entryway. Welcome to Jurassic Park, seeing as you know that one. And we might require the gondola to go into it. We're not sure yet. We're debating how we want to handle that. But that might be piles of fun, because that requires a little bit of creative structure building. Make it fit in there. But the gondola is going to be able to see all this, so let me just slap some rock down there. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. And ultimately, I'm also going to be hiding all of this. That's going to take for bloody ever, but what you going to do? Actually, you know what? I might look and see what the animals I'm putting in here require as far as, like, the barrier quality. And I may replace it with, like, a see-through barrier type thing and just line it with rocks along the top to make it sort of a fancy gate, fence gate sort of thing instead. But that is for later, and this is for now. So, I'm going to turn off the align to surface again. We're going to put a few reeds in here. Nice little breakup of the constant redness of the rock. This is really hard to do when you have a frog in your throat. Ugh. Let's see. A few individual little bits kind of hanging out here. Yeah, just, you know, stuff that grows by the waterside. Do think we're going to put a big thing of reeds here to kind of hide the awkwardness that is how I structured this. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So what else we got? We got to have some ground cover stuff. Let's see how we are for our plants first of all. Yeah, they actually raised the coverage for most of the animals at one point, so it gives you a little bit more room to work with as far as putting plants down and everything. So I've been enjoying having that. I've been enjoying being able to put down more ground cover. You know, more grasses, more. Just being able to actually get creative with the plants. You know, you rarely see in a real zoo just big sections of nothing. Most of the time you have plants to break up the view, so that, you know, the animals can go through and they don't realize that it's quite as small as it is. Well, in a proper zoo, I should qualify that. In a proper zoo, you don't tend to see that. In proper zoo, you see all sorts of horrible things, which is why we don't go to those kind of places. Let's see here. Let's give you a little flowers here, a little flowery section. Yeah, that's good enough. Yep, okay. I wasn't sure if it was close enough to the ground to not stand out weirdly. Yeah, that looks good. We're gonna add a little color to it. Got a nice mix of wildflowers for them to play with and roll in. Trust me, if they had a catnip plant, I would totally plant it just for the lulz, but they don't. Interesting, but not what I want. I'm looking for ground cover stuff. Put some nettles in. Yeah, it's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's something. Now the nice thing is the ground cover doesn't count really if it's already covered. So like you can see this tree has a big area of cover. I can fill the bottom with plants and not have them freak out about it. So it's a nice little trade-off that lets you, you know, put stuff around and on the ground and everything without having to worry about everything freaking out because you added one more plant. Not sure how well those are working. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good enough. Alright, so plenty of lounge territory. Got a few empty spots there, but nothing huge. I think I need to break up this wall, though. You know, what do we got for trees left? I was using these oak trees. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the lower, flatter ones to kind of break up the obvious rock wall that was visible. Or like constantly visible. There's going to be rock wall visible. There's nothing I can do about that. It would look awkward if I have trees everywhere. But this way, when you're looking off in the distance and there's nothing over here, it's a little less obvious. Kind of want to break that up if I can. Maybe blackthorn. There we go. Yeah, we'll just use a little bit of this to hide the obvious lines. Just to break up the shape, keep it from being too regular, keep it from being too obvious. I forgot you can do that. Little too samey. She's kind of started her side. She is not a particularly fast builder. She can't really help that. So, and she always starts with her entryway. So, I like to give her a little bit of guff on this because I've got my entryway and I went for something that's kind of somewhat serious looking and got a nice wide open vista. You got your trees lining it. You've got the actual surface, and we've got her thing, which is basically ferns. So, I've cracked some jokes about it. She might do something about it eventually. She might not. Whatever. No big deal either way. But she spent her first session making this entryway, which I will admit, it's a little less samey than mine. Mine is more symmetrical. I have trouble with asymmetry in my designs, you know. So she's got her water feature, got her entrance thing. But after that, she's only really, like, she's done the outlines for what she's going to do. You know, so she's doing a couple walkthroughs, at least for her first part. She plans on having, I believe, flamingos in the first one. And the second one, I can't remember what she was going to do with that. Yeah, she didn't label them yet either, so I don't know. But she basically spent last session planning all this out. I think she redid it a couple times, just trying to figure out how she wants to put it all together. So she's just a little bit slower. But it does tend to come out very well in the end. If I was on her computer, I'd show you some of her other stuff. She does have some other streams she has of another zoo she's working on, and it usually comes out pretty good. Like, once all this is over, she will have something pretty interesting to look at on this side, most likely. It just takes a little longer is all. Which, again, nothing wrong with that, but it is something worth note. Alright, make sure all my plants are acceptable, because it's weird. Sometimes plants that say they're acceptable really won't be. So it is something that you have to kind of keep an eye out for. Yeah, we're going to get rid of some of this. This looks a little too samey. Leave that as a backdrop to that. We're going to move this along over here, though. Yeah, there we go. You look like you're trying too hard. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Like I said, there's gonna be gaps. I can't stop all the gaps from happening. I'm just trying to minimize them so it's less obvious. And again, eventually I'll have a gondola station up here, and it'll have something for a backdrop. Because, like, one of the big things about, like, if you look at this design, if you look at where we are right now, you can see that there's a backdrop. All these mountains and everything in the background are all backdrop. You can see that something continues on past the individual thing. But once you get to ground level, like, again, at this distance you can kind of see it. But as you get closer, it becomes hidden by the wall, and it just looks artificial and difficult to deal with. I might ultimately put some hills back here and just fake a background to make it a little more appealing, but that's something for another day. So let's check and see how our animals are as far as materials. They're okay with their entertainment. They're okay with their setup. So it looks like the lions are probably done. What is that? That looks like a ghost with a hairpiece saying boo. I should point out, as my voice may have given away, I'm a little bit older than your average gamer by modern standards, which means I don't know the means. And unlike many older people, I accept that I'm not going to know them. But it does help to ask from time to time. It took me forever to get used to Pog. Or excuse me, Pogger, I suppose. Little concerning, difficult for me to work with there, because when I was growing up, Pogs was a game that you played. So I'm sitting here like, Pogs, that's not a thing anymore. Nobody plays with those. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm actually just turned 40 this year. So, hey, thank you. I appreciate, that is not what I wanted to do. I appreciate what the indirect compliment, as it were. I don't remember how to connect these bloody things. It's my lovely voice, of course. Problem. What's the problem? Right, there's one more issue. Check loop connection. Yep, I'm halfway to dirt, as it were. Oh, I bet I don't have power on this thing. No. Oh, I don't have power on... No? That doesn't require power. Huh. Ride has one or more issues. Start test. Let's see. So it goes around there. Goes around there. No, it doesn't use gas. Yeah, vet can't reach my work zone. I'm going to have to put in like a back path for the vet to take. What is the problem then? Oh, right. It's probably telling me there's a problem because I don't have a bloody connection, but I don't remember how to connect them. Because I thought you had to queue... Left entry, left exit, yeah. Oh. Oh. Kind of like adding railings. I think we're going to add rails up to the doors. And I guess it awkwardly adds rails past the doors, because of course it does. That's just bad design, but alright. So, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do a queue to get to it. But I don't... Have I got this the wrong way? Is that what I'm doing wrong? No. Huh. I think I'm going to have to turn to the mighty Google to solve this problem, which is a little awkward, but what are you going to do? What is that? That looks like Baby Yoda with a knife. That is mildly concerning, but only mildly. Clearly, I'm doing something wrong here.
What's up, guys? I'm paused.
Okay, so demo here. Alright, having done that, no, that's still not useful, buddy. Oh, there's some way to add a gate, that's why. Oh, now I just have to find it. Son of a monkey. Well, that would be it then. Turns out I have to put the gates down first. And I had no idea. That is not ideal. Okay, I think we want to put... I think the entrance is going to be back here, so you move up to it. And exit's going to be right there. Connect the entrance path. Okay, that actually explains a ton. I think we're going to go with the naturalist path route. Yeah, that didn't really... Except that doesn't look natural. That looks like dirt. Fancy dirt, but dirt. It's because I had path supports? Oh. Okay, that might be why then. So, if I grab this and do the same, it's going to be visually very different. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that matches. That is ugly pathing and it is unforgivable. Excuse me just a second. Suppose I can close that out now. Let's see here. So, I was going to do... I have to do a queue. I do want to do the natural path. This whole thing is so awkward. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for it. Oh, you know what? What I can do is I can put it around here. Okay, and then I'm going to build a structure around this for the sake of being fancy. I was trying to figure out how to make that structure work. But I think that will do. Oh, I've got a little hill here. Oh, well, that explains a little bit. Flatten the surface. We're going to flatten you out right to that. I forgot that I had roughed it up in order to make it a little bit more coherent, make it a little more realistic looking. Flaming purple boxing glove. Rudolph on steroids. Sorry, I don't know what that means either. Again, my oldness is showing through on that, and I apologize, but... Okay, so we definitely need... Oh, I forgot I did that, lol. Let's see. Alright, so I definitely need, I need some kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna put this here. And then, what I want to do is, do I want to do... I can use the wood barrier. Or I can use wood construction bits. Yeah, sorry, not exactly thrilling at the moment, but I'm afraid that's just kind of... first of all, my throat's going dry. Probably should take care of that in the near future. Matter of fact, let's... this pause brought to you by water. It's drinkable. Ugh. So, yep, gotta have some kind of sign. If only because I'm weird like that. So I guess what we're gonna do is... Hey, you seem like you're young and hip, as it were. What is the deal with the hydrate thing? Is that just a reminder to drink water? Did that come up because someone passed out or something? I've been meaning to ask someone who might know, and unfortunately most of my friends probably don't. Like, I'm not sure if someone, like, just had a bad time and almost got sick and everyone said, oh, well, let's remember to drink from now on. Or if it was something else caused by that. Or if it was just, you know, some kind of thing that just kind of happened. I know memes spring out of nowhere, as it were. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Not necessarily a bad thing. Lord knows I dehydrate about once a week. So probably for the best that I remind myself a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so got that. Ultimately, there's going to be a sign there. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to put a structure there eventually, but I think I want to start working on my other animals over here. But first I need to see if I can actually cram a path in here, because I really don't want to see that thing popping up about the vet all day. I cannot fit a path here, so I'm going to have to start moving my fence. Yay! Yeah, I will admit I'm not much better. I've always been a little bit, have a little bit of trouble with that. Kind of just get immersed and just forget all about it. Whoopsie. Might as well curve that inward slightly. I don't think I have to necessarily make this a very sharp corner. There's no benefit to it. The animals aren't going to be able to get into it anyhow, so let's just make you a little prettier. Okay. So now I should have room enough to make that path so I stop hearing about the vets not being able to get to my animals. I'm sure they'll be fine, but we're insistent. Length. Oh, no, I actually have it paused at the moment. I usually run it while it's paused. Sorry, I got a text message from my neighbor whose house I've been watching. Turns out they're back. Well, that's good to know. Oh, how are we going to connect you? Did not plan sufficiently for this. Yeah, I usually let it run on pause so that problems don't accumulate, but you know what? Let's just let it run. Maybe we'll have some. Okay, now the vets can get there so they can quit their whining. I ultimately will have to put in some kind of fence to block off the road. I don't like that it's not there yet, but nope, no cubs. Not yet. Probably be starting soon. They don't normally take very long to start breeding, to be honest. The lions tend to, like, a lot, like, in franchise mode, again, don't know how much you know about this, you basically have credits, conservation credits that you can earn. Why are we saying I can't get there? there's a straight path now. There's conservation credits you can earn by releasing animals to the wild and trading animals to other players and stuff like that. Oh, they're saying there's an actual problem. Oh, I got one of my animals injured. Well, I guess I do need to do that, huh? Anyhow, so they tend to be hard to get at first. It's hard to really get started with getting those credits in the multiplayer mode. Except Lions put out a lot of offspring, and they're all worth quite a lot of credits. So they tend to make the babies pretty bloody quick. Why isn't... Oh, okay, so the thing went away. Oh. I also probably should be playing on full speed if I'm really worried about stuff happening. Wallaby. Hello, welcome, Bambi. Vet can't reach habitat. Bloody hell. Yes, so basically, sorry, let me double check your question there. Yeah, there's two modes in this. There's sandbox. Well, there's three modes, I think, but there's sandbox, which is what we're doing for this because it's easier, where basically, like, your animal trading is all fake. It all comes from the computer. There's no connection whatsoever. There's also franchise mode. In franchise mode, like, you can't set unlimited money, unlimited credits, and most of the animals on the trade are from other people, which can be good if there's people playing or if it's going particularly well, but it can also be bad in that then for some reason you get people who want the maximum credits of 10,000 for every animal there is. Yeah. So that's a little vexing. But nothing I can do about that. But why can't we get to connection? Like, can we not get in here? Is that what's going on? Honestly, I don't know, OG. I have no idea. I have not actively played this in a long time. Oh, okay, so another thing about these guys is they have work zones, areas that they work in, and they tend to stick to those work zones. And I think the vet was assigned to this work zone, which means... that's why the vet can't get there. It's because I set up a work zone and the vet isn't in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make all this, turn that off, and we're going to call this... By the way, my name is Russ, obviously. Call me as you like, whatever. But we're differentiating between us, me and my wife, so that we know who's work zone and who's worker and everything. We're just going to make an overall vet thing, because I don't really need a ton of vets. They don't tend to have to do all that much. So, we're going to set you to the vet. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me go find one. The automated names aren't the greatest anyhow, so they tend to be very repetitive. Yeah, okay. Let's see. There you go. Can't promise any names about offspring, though. Honestly, probably don't want me to get too attached to them because most of them are going to end up going anyhow. But that's for later. Let's see. So what was I working on? Oh, that's right. I was working on my thing. Okay, so I wanted to introduce my other African animals into here. No ATMs. Wow, you picky people. Okay, so we're going to put those in real quick because, you know, I'm tired of pop-up messages. ATMs. Alright, we're going to put a couple ATMs scattered around here to make you guys happy and stop bugging me for things. Here we go. There we go, ATMs. Oh, quick tour for you, Bambi, having just joined us. Right now, basically, we have 2 different zoos going on. This is my wife's channel. I'm just streaming on it for this particular thing. But each section has to match exactly what it is. So in this case, we're in section 1, and that's going to be grassland. That is terrible, and I applaud it, and I may actually run with that. So our first section is actually... No, don't be sorry for puns here. Puns are loved by all, or else. But, yeah, so this has to be all grassland stuff. I've got my big pit of Australian fun here. I've got my emus, my wombats. I've got my wallabies. And I have platypus that are going to get their own place later because that's just not working. I've got my rest area with food and amenities and now ATM, so quit whining about it. And now I'm going to have my big drive-through Grasslands African Adventure Tour or something. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I happen to like puns. My wife particularly doesn't care, but doesn't really like them that much. Which just means if you ever happen to be on while she's on and throw a pun her way, I'm just going to quietly laugh in the background about it. So, and that's the sound of her being awake to comment on my smartassery. Jolly good. Let's get some animals in here. So, I got a bunch of animals planned for the big drive-through area. I don't know how compatible they're all going to be. We're going to find out the fun way. Were you the one who picked up meerkats and aardvarks, or was that me, dear?
Not me.
Okay, so I guess those are mine too. Huh. Well, you know what? I see no reason not to add meerkats to this. Let's add some meerkat fun. I need to double check what they are though, because again, I don't want to have fights going on. So let's just see what their gender mix is acceptable. Okay, so they can't have multiple males in there. That's good. Crossbreed. I don't think so. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they can't crossbreed. They can inbreed. They can do that, but they can't crossbreed, I think. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a big ol' honkin' mess. Let's see, while that's getting started, let's start by figuring out what we want to do as far as terrain. I do think I want to break up the view. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. Nope, come back. Yeah, I know they have, albinos. I know they have that, but I don't know if they have black lions in this. I'm honestly shocked they have albinos even, because they when they were making this game, they were very much pushing the conservation angle. You know, talking about how to do proper zoos and taking care of your animals well and stuff like that. So I'm kind of surprised they included albinos as a result of inbreeding, because of course the first thing that happened is everybody had to make themselves some inbred white animals. So I'm not sure on the logic of that one, but, you know, hey, I'm not the one who made the game. Yeah, I probably will, just for lulz, if nothing else. Okay, so I want to break up the view. I don't want everyone to see everything in one go. So I'm gonna have like this big intersection. I'm probably gonna put all the bedding in here, and that way what'll happen is, oh, I've got critters. I should probably pause the game so they don't get too upset at me. I'm gonna set explorer mode here. So basically, I want people to be able to drive in and just kind of, oh, big open vista, but I don't want them to see all the way across if I can help it. I kind of want to divide up the zone, as it were, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about doing it. You know, ooh, tigers, lions, whatever. Oh, okay, I got to build a rock wall here then, if I'm going to do that. Because if I can build a rock wall to block the view to direct them to look at the lions, as it were.
You're putting lions and meerkats in the same thing without separation?
Of course I'm not putting lions and meerkats in the same thing without separation. What kind of monster do you take me for, hun? No, they're all They're all separate.
Okay.
I'm putting them in with the big critters, like the giraffes and the...
They're still gonna eat the giraffes.
No. I'm putting the meerkats with them.
Oh.
Bloody hell, hun.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I could make the lake a little bigger. Are my lions out of the water? Planet Zoo gets really angry if you put water down where animals are. Yeah, okay, I like that idea. Let me go ahead and do that. So, let's see. Water line is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten the surface here. Oh, no, not flatten the surface. Flatten the foundation. I know the water line's about here, so let's make the outline of our lake. You know, I like that. We'll make the lake bigger, and we'll put a big stony thing in the middle to just kind of make it, you know, fancy. Nice little vista to look at, little backdrop. I can't really raise it any higher because I actually have all my water connected for bonus points. And by bonus points, I mean my own satisfaction. So my water is actually connected over here to the lions, and I can only raise it so far. I am ultimately going to come back to this and neaten it up. Right now, I'm just marking the maximum of my terrain that I can do for it. So, like, now that I've marked it, I'm going to use this to pull out and smooth out the thing so that they can walk down to it and get drinks from it and everything, which is the whole point. Yeah, they might very well, to be perfectly honest. I'm not entirely sure. I know that animals can hunt and eat each other. I know that's an option. Oh, you know what? Let's flatten the foundation, and I want this to go right up to it. So I'm going to make like a little cliff that they ride past. And you know what? If I put some rocks right here, I can make a waterfall that people go through. I like that. That's fancy. I like that a lot. Yeah, I know that animals can hunt other animals, which is why you can't just slap predators wherever you bloody well please. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if, like, territorial fights will go that far. Okay, yeah. No, I like that. Yeah, sure. Big thing is I don't want protesters showing up because my animals don't like their setting. Oh, we did? Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently we turned protesters off.
You did.
Oh yeah, me and my wife, we were both big Zoo Tycoon nerds back in the day. We were huge Zoo Tycoon nerds. We still accidentally hum the music when we're trying to hum the Planet Zoo music. It's just the way it works. Yep. Get it wrong about half the time. Okay, I should check the meerkat. I probably should make sure they're not going to be too PO'd about being in here.
I believe I still have Zoo Tycoon for the DS. Somewhere.
Tour wife sounds like she would be your ass. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand what you're trying to state there.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I said, dearest. Maybe it's beat my ass. I'm not entirely sure, not gonna lie. It's entirely possible.
I'm still confused. I don't follow.
Let's give them a big animal burrow. So I've got someone here, OG Baddie Tallest, who's saying, and I quote, "Tour wife sounds like she would be your ass." And they corrected your, but I'm not sure why. Hey, not really my thing, but that's okay. Okay, your wife would sound like she would beat your ass. I don't know about that, but she would certainly try. If I deserved it, naturally. Let's see. You know what? Meerkats are going to go over here. We're going to give them a natural reason to be over in this section. And maybe not, you know, under the rails, as it were. Let's give you guys a little bit of reason to hang around here. Yeah. Little meerkat tunnel to play with. Oh, tennis balls. Yeah, okay, sure. Boop.
What time is it?
Dearest, it is now 2:12 local time. Okay. I'm sorry, was there a particular time you needed to be up, or?
I have to be up by 4:15, but...
4:15, okay. My wife participates in the WoW Challenges podcast. She helps moderate, and sometimes she shows up on it, so at Saturday she has to wake up at a certain time. Otherwise, she tends to sleep rather late. So, what's for dinner, or possibly breakfast or lunch? You know, I don't really know, so what's cooking? Yes, the WoW Challenges podcast. Basically, they go and they do in-game challenges. You know, don't do any quests. They do pacifists where you're not allowed to kill anything, so you have to level entirely through trade skills and the like. They do. My wife likes to do Bloodthirsty, where you do no quests and you basically level by killing things. And they all have like limitations on the gear you can have and stuff like that, just to make it a little bit more of a challenge. Hence the name. Egg rolls. Ooh, nice.
For more information.
And that would be my wife, pimpingwowchallenges.com, for more information. Thank you, Pimpus Dearest. I appreciate that.
No, I have to do production stuff for the show tonight.
Okay, so we got some feeders for the meerkats. We've got a reason for them to hang around here. So hopefully they won't be on... no, critters. No, that is not a valley. That's actually your water source. Please don't climb in there. Where's the move button? I know there's a move button here somewhere. Move. That's actually why I've been careful about leaving water in here and being on pause, is because sometimes they get problematic. Boop. Let's see. That looks like lag. Oof. Ow. Alrighty. Yeah, that looks about right for the water level. So, alright.
You haven't saved in a while. You may want to.
Autosave does save pretty often in this game, but let me go ahead and make a new save. Boop.
Unless you were trying to do something while it was autosaving.
No, it just lagged. Okay, I've got to check and make sure that everyone can walk around roughly the proper areas. So, like, there's a couple areas here. They can't walk here, but I'm okay with that. That's the outflow for the water. I'm ultimately going to probably put one of those cement drain dividers there, just for decorative purposes, for nothing else. They can't walk on this. They can't walk on that. And these guys are the guys who are going to be toughest to deal with, because they can only walk at certain angles and whatnot. You know, they just can't cope otherwise. So we're going to set smooth, intensity max, size max. We're going to try to smooth out the rough spots here. Again, might only go so far, but it's something. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna check our movement heat map. Unpause for a moment to give them a chance to update it. Yes. Okay. All right. So we are in business. Now I have to make sure that my rest area for my animals is tall enough for the giraffe. Let's not. I just want to take a moment to really enjoy the texture work on this thing. Again, you would understand this, Bambi, because you're from the Zoo Tycoon days. remember where we once were. Remember the fact that it was pure, you know, I think it was like 100 by 100 pixel art for every animal. And now we've got this. Kind of boggles the mind. Reminds me of my my grandmother, because my grandmother was from the age before television, and you know, I pointed out to her once about, you know, what things are nowadays, and it's just a reminder of just how much things have changed just within a short amount of time. Well, that's enough about me gabbing about. Time to work on virtual animals. Alright, so we're going to line the surface. We're just going to... Again, I already did this once on another wall. I've got random rotation going. Let's not. Oh god, I remember that too. I remember thinking, God, it's so much space. How am I going to deal with this? I'm going to have to uninstall another game. Yeah, I've seen that. Seems a little much to me, but, well, a lot. I gotta admit, I play mostly indie games nowadays. They're more appealing to me just on like a personal level. But that said, I have seen some rather impressive expenditure necessities for memory in order to get a game in. And it is rather disturbing in its own way. I did this previously on another wall. This is only for background. I'm going to break up the standardized looking forms from it with other rocks in a minute. I'm just putting this in there to remind myself to have it on hand, and then I'll use other rocks to make it look more like a natural wall. Yeah, because Tallis there already saw me do that once. And it was thrilling viewing, I'm sure. Excuse me a moment while I hydrate.
It was rock-defying.
Sorry, what was that, dearest?
It was rock-defying.
Yes, it was rock-defying. I don't know what that means, but thank you for trying. I appreciate your participation. Especially when you're half awake, it's usually funnier. So let's see here. We're going to turn off align to surface for a bit. I want to be able to get this in place. Let's see, and then we're going to grab big rock here, and we're going to big rock things up here. We're gonna make little windows. I don't know why I'm making little windows in the rock face. Maybe for airflow or something. I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. Congratulations, dear. Bambi gives you a slow clap and what I can only describe as my well-done reaction face.
Oh no, you found a kindred.
Yes, there is a kindred spirit in the channel right now. They already told at least one pun, dear.
Oh?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now, sorry. But it was a pun. It was very much a pun. It was a pun to all puns. So line to surface, get a little extra rocks in here. Let's see. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to make basically a platform. Again, I'm going to have another one of those windows we were just talking about here. Mostly because it's kind of necessary at this point. Otherwise, it's just going to look weird if I don't. Really? Oh, okay, fair enough. I did not realize that. That is a lot of dancing cats from that channel. That is a whole lot of dancing cat. Oh, I didn't realize you could click on an emote, dear, and basically see more info and enlarge it. Oh, cats, what are you doing now?
I don't know, because that sounded like it came from the front porch.
Oh, excuse me just a moment, folks. Actually, I think that might have come from the porch, and I just want to retrieve that thing real quick. So, give me about 3 minutes, okay? Okay, sorry about that. Turns out I really did not want to leave that out there, so...
Oh, what, were you muted?
Not enough... Yeah, of course I was muted.
Oh, that's why nobody was answering me. I was sitting here talking to people. I didn't know you were muted.
Why... Why wouldn't I mute when I'm walking away?
I don't know.
Thank you kindly. Not enough kitties in here. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, my wife sings actually flamingos, so I'm afraid it's flamingos all the way here. Mama.
Hi, Littles. We have 5 cats, though.
We do have 5 cats. We have a bunch of cat here. We tend to end up with strays and whatnot around the area, so...
Our town is a big dumping ground. Technically, we have 6 if we count.
Oh, well, apparently they're saying, but you weren't mute. Yes, you were muted. Huh, okay. I mean, it's entirely possible. I do have multiple... Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's going through the Twitch studio beta, but no, I don't have start stream there, so... Ah, well, no matter. In the end, it matters little. It's not like we were saying anything you couldn't hear.
Oh, so they just didn't want to talk to me. Okay.
Yes, you weren't special enough, dearest. They all ignored you. Boo! Boo! Well done, boo. Bambi says you were I'm just kitten.
Oh.
Boo! That was beautiful. Well done. Okay, so at this point, I think I'm just going to use rock cladding to make the roof.
Cat trap has been successful.
Oh god, they're already in the cardboard box?
Little is, yes.
That didn't take long. Yeah, so we got a box just a minute ago, and of course, I put it down, which means it's now, you know, fair game for the cats. And they've already moved in. It is already catified. Generally, the only direction I don't care about how things look in this game is from above. Because sometimes you just need a roof. I could probably just have put concrete in here actually instead of rock, but I'm weird. But I do want to make sure that the outline of the roof is not obvious and, you know, fake looking. I have my pride as a designer of artificial animal enclosures for digital critters.
Oh, Lord.
Sounds like a catastrophe. Sorry, that was met only with silence. No shocked outrage. My apologies. Please don't lose along live on channel. I don't have a recorder to record it with, dear.
That's right, you don't have the webcam.
No, I don't have a webcam set up.
The webcam's on my computer.
Well, we have the old one, I just don't...
Can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, and to be honest, it wasn't particularly good either. Which is why it's the old one and not the one you're currently using.
Yeah, I can't...
My wife does a lot of streaming of artwork. She does a lot of art projects. Like, currently she's going through Bob Ross tutorials and using felting materials to make the paintings. So the end result is she tends to have a camera mostly for that purpose.
Yeah, I don't do face cam.
Yeah, we don't really do face cameras. We're not pretty people.
Well, that in our room is a fucking disaster, so...
Well, yeah, but they can't see our room from there, but they know now.
Yeah, but where I'm sitting, like, I can't do a pretty background or nothing, so... And green screening's gonna be difficult when you're doing art, so...
Yeah, she does actually do painting, but she's also been getting into needle felting, so she's been doing that instead.
Yes. What? You put them in the fridge. Don't eat them all.
Hers are actually on the table.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, that was someone eagerly asking about the thing we just got in the box, so... Again, I want to break up the lines. I don't want to be... You okay, dear?
My eyes are itching like that.
Well, yes. Yes, dear?
So there's, the YouTube channel is the same name as this channel. There's all kinds of archives of live streams that we've done with the various art projects and stuff. And there's different playlists that break them down. So... Sunday and Monday we do art in the afternoon. Thursday and Friday we do games. Right now I'm not scheduled streaming on a Tuesday or Wednesday because the husband has those days for D&D and for guide time with one of our friends. I try to sneak in a bonus stream on one of those days, but nothing's scheduled. Saturday I don't generally stream because I have to do podcast stuff and that takes up most of my day by the time I get up. So that's why the husband's streaming on Saturday right now on this channel.
In case you can't tell, the one thing she's picked up very well from the streaming thing is how to sell her channel. Good pimpin', honey. Good pimpin'.
Fuck you. If you don't tell people, you don't get views.
Hey, whatever. I'm not complaining.
Oh, it sounded like you were mocking me.
Well, I am, but that's pretty normal, so... I should point out, the mockery is done in good fun. It's not anything particularly aggressive. It's just, when you've got two smartasses in the same room, everyone's gonna get shit on a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not even really awake yet, so...
Yeah, that just makes her an easy target.
I can fight back better than this.
Alright, the reason I'm messing around so much is I think I'm probably going to end up putting a waterfall here too. In fact, I almost want to make an aqueduct.
Why don't you?
Out of rocks. Just like an aqueduct going out into the middle of this.
Oh, I would just do a river and feed it down from here to feed it.
I don't know. Looking for something different. I was trying to split this in half without really splitting it in half. Bambi had suggested that I put a just a waterfall in the middle. I'm currently debating if I want to... Oh, I had random rotation off again, that's why. Yes, we are well aware of the need for us to go and at some point pick up a in-room jacuzzi so we can be a gamer for likes, but I tried. They were available at the local Sam's Club, but my wife wouldn't let me.
What was available at the Sam's Club?
Oh, at one point they had those stupid little room jacuzzis. You know, so that you could be a hot tub streamer.
Oh god, no. Nobody wants to see this.
Oh, welcome, Ben. Thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate the level of detail. We're both colossal nerds. This is actually a comparison. This is my wife's channel.
Hello.
We are doing a side-by-side comparison where we both have to do certain things in different sections. So we've got the one section here. This is section 1. This is all grassland themed. My wife is an excellent builder, but also much slower. Yes, hot tub thought. Yes. We have decided not to pursue that.
Nobody wants to see this in a bikini, trust me.
Well, I don't want anyone to see you in a bikini aside from me anyhow. Mine. But anyhow, so she's currently working on this section, but she's mostly done an outline so far. This is my glory of a section. I'm going to do a quick tour again for the new visitor, if you don't mind. Sorry, folks. Boop. Yes. This is the Mr. Bright Zoological Society in all of its fancy glory. Oh, you know what? Let's make this a nighttime visit. Bam! Lighting! So, my entryway, I've got some live plants up there to liven things up, as it were. And I've got this whole section that's completely undecorated. I probably should do something about that, but that's going to have to wait till later. This is my Australian pit. I've got my emus, I've got my wombats, I've got my wallabies, and somewhere in here I have a few lone platypus that...
Platypi?
Are they platypi? I don't actually know what the
I don't know what
duplicate
their
is.
plural is.
Well, I have multiple platypus critters, but they're kind of around here somewhere. They're going to get their own little station in a little bit because they are very hard to see from 40 feet up. So...
We can't forget to mention that I'm also a couple of weeks behind you.
I only do this once a week. You only do it once a week.
No. Remember, I wanted you to finish before I was gonna go, and then you're like, no, go.
Yeah, I've done this like 3 sessions. You're like maybe a week behind.
I thought I was 2 weeks behind you.
Well, this is my vendor area. I've got a little temporary conservation thing that is absolutely going to get destroyed in a little bit and probably get platypus in here instead because that's just not interesting. This is way too small for the trees that are around it, but I will probably rebuild that at some point in the future. And then for now, I am working on my drive-through Grasslands African exhibit. I've got my lions already. They're all set and ready to go. They're around here somewhere. I may ultimately add lighting over here too, but I just haven't gotten to it. There is going to be a brief flash as I switch it back to daytime, so be aware. 3, 2, 1, blah! And, yeah, so ultimately I'm going to add lighting here. Where are my lions?
Oh,
Okay,
we don't have a clouded leopard incident, do we?
No clouded leopard incident. Yeah, it does seem a little flat. I do have trouble getting the terrain to be bumpier, for lack of a better term. I'm not good at the topography. It doesn't help that I have to contain the animals in it. Thank you, I appreciate that. Who was it again? Was it Geekism? Who we first started watching streams that made us get a little better at this?
Geekism.
Yeah, Geekism put out a series of episodes on how to build good habitat exhibits, which they did mention, like you mentioned, Bambi, the lack of the immense flatness of this area, which again I'm trying to work with. But they did a great set that really helps figure out like how to go about detailing it. And between watching that and going to our local zoo at one point, kind of helped. I've done better with the topography, but I haven't done it this time around, which makes me feel kind of bad, but what you gonna do?
I don't even know if Tulsa has lions, because every time we've been, the big cat exhibit area has been shut down. The only thing that we've seen... Oh, no, I think they do have lions.
Well, they definitely have tigers.
We saw the Malayan tigers, but that's the only thing that we've... We may have seen the lions once... But then I think they pulled the big cats off exhibit because they were redoing their...
Yeah, because they had those old-fashioned, just fake concrete rocks
like
and nothing else.
60s.
I do not have my own stream channel at this time. I am debating giving it a go and actually streaming for myself.
You should.
Yeah, I have to figure it out. Keep in mind also, I do not have huge, don't know how to phrase this. Social strength? I don't have a lot of social... if I'm a sim, my social bar is always full. Oh, I thought you were looking at me weird for referring to Sims for that. But, yeah, my social bar is always full, so I don't tend to be particularly chatty or anything like that, although I am loving the fact that I have people to talk to this time around. Usually it's me talking to dead air, so it's a vast improvement.
He has an easier time when there's people to converse with. If there's nobody there to talk to, he just goes dead silent for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and that's not good viewing for anyone. That kind of defeats the point.
He doesn't realize that he's gone quiet either. Like, I have to sit here and talk for like hours and hours and hours, but he makes fun of me for it.
To be fair, you don't just talk. You just, you open your mouth and things just flow from within you. And, again, as someone with no social functionality of any meaningful value, it's a little weird for me. I have trouble understanding that mindset.
It's the anxiety.
Well, yes, granted.
The anxiety and the nerves, I'm trying to fill the silence because it's awkward. That's what it is for me.
Well, that certainly is fair. Sorry, like I said, I kind of want to do an overpass sort of thing going on here. Just gotta get that sorted. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little bridge here, and then I'll niftify it with other rocks. Yeah. And
I do think.
Yes, dear.
If we set up your channel. We'll set you up a Ko-fi too.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
We'll do a gold bar at the bottom for Hermit Crab Cam.
Yeah, I would like to put in a hermit crab cam. Amongst my other weird proclivities, I enjoy keeping hermit crabs as pets. They are lovely pet critters. Most people just don't know how lovely they are as pets. So if I do my own channel, I will probably actually put in a camera for my hermit crabs. Because why not? It wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen on here.
No, it wouldn't. Now, if we could get a hot tub set up...
Oh, hot tub crab! Yes! I could get a bubbler. I can get a bubbler.
Thought crabs.
Thank you, dear. Yes, thought crabs. Yes. As you may not have noticed, we are horrible people. So please forgive us for that much.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I want to make this look like there's a river there like you were talking about.
If we have two hermit crabs and they're set up in a 30-gallon tank, but I have a 50-gallon tank we want to set up. Oh, that's not helping. I'm gonna have to fucking...
Yeah, I'm actually... full disclosure, I'm actually currently trying to go through the process of disability application because I used to be a lot more functional, and then I kind of had a breakdown. And ever since that breakdown, I've had no ability to be normal. Phone calls are immensely stressful, things like that. So, yeah, I understand exactly where you're going with that. Missing out on opportunities because you just can't do it. So, yeah, I feel for you. I absolutely feel for you there. Okay, so I think that's going to be the waterfall. That's another thing. That's why I wanted to start doing some streaming, to try to like just get some social practice in, stop being so bloody awkward, that sort of thing.
Fun fact: Mr. Bright has done all of the art for the emotes on this channel and the banners and everything.
Oh yes, I don't know. I don't know if the flamingos popped up because
logged into Stream Elements?
I can't remember if it was Bambi or who, but someone did actually follow, and I don't remember seeing or hearing it.
If it's not logged in, it doesn't do the thing I found.
Okay, so do I need to log in with that?
I always open it just to make sure now, unless Twitch and Stream Elements are pissed off at each other again like they were the other day.
Oh, no, that's just painful.
What?
Basically, that Bambi was looking at a boat, and it actually was there for a couple months before it sold, so they had time. But
oh, it's a snaky rock.
Oh, damn it. Now it is a snaky
you
rock.
You need to put an
damn.
eyeball right there. There's a little eyeball
sign.
Oh,
welcome to Snake Rock. Okay.
Love it. Name exhibit.
Oh, God. All right. I can't resist something that stupid.
Yeah, they have eye signs that look like wiggle eyes. Slap it right there on the side.
I don't know if I'm going to go with wiggle eyes, dear. Oh, no, it's too big. I don't know if I'm going to put wiggle eyes on it, dear. That might be a little much for me. No, probably not wiggle eyes.
Well, no, it looks like a wiggle eye. It doesn't actually move. You have to at least look at it.
There you go. And now I want to add the water to the fucking mouth now.
Yes. And there's stalactites that you can put up in here that look like fangs. Do it. Do it.
This is horrible stuff. Just, that's a thin one. I want the regular rock cladding for this, I think.
I thought you were having chat pop up on the screen.
I did, and I had it on that side, but it's not showing up there, and I don't know why. It's kind of mad at me. What's that?
Didn't you have to be logged into something?
I've got it running. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I have a pop-up on my screen so I can actually see people talk. It's a lot easier for me than trying to keep an eye on the second screen. But it's not actually popping up, which is why I'm sometimes awkwardly, like, waiting way too long before I respond to something you say. Yeah, we're going to put that back. I was happier with that. Just move it a little bit.
Sorry, Cat. I gotta close this. My eyes are still pissed. Oh, bother. Oh, where's that allergy medicine?
Well, I mean, I realize this is not exactly particularly helpful, but it happened once. It might happen again. You're not guaranteed to never have the boat now, so there is that.
Think of it this way. Maybe there was something horribly wrong with that boat, and you missed a hot mess, and another boat's gonna come along and work out better.
That is weird.
What?
So as it turns out, the stream... okay, so normally we use OBS for our streaming.
Yeah.
And I currently have it going through OBS, but for some reason, Twitch Studio is now showing on... Like the like the offline and everyone's text and everything is now showing up on the stream. And I didn't know, I wasn't aware of that. Huh, that is odd.
What did you do?
Well, okay, again, it's part of Twitch Studio, and again, that's the thing that lets me actually see what I'm see people talking and everything, because again, I have such an awkward time looking at the other screen. And it's actually showing up on the screen, which I didn't think it did before. Now I'm going to have to go through and watch the old stuff, just to see if it was showing up and I just didn't know it.
Wait, it's showing up for the people?
It's showing up on the stream, yes.
It's showing up for the people watching?
Yes.
Oh.
Bambi just told me. Of course, it's not Snake Rock without angry snake eyebrows. Yeah, no, I had not noticed. Well, I'll have to tinker with that in the future, just try to minimize that. Yeah, no, so for now, at least that's going to show up, for whatever reason. I think I want that to be a little bit... There we go. There you go, dear Snake Rock Waterfall. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see here. So, we definitely have to add the waterfall feature.
You still have to put the eyes in and the teeth.
I'm not putting googly eyes on it.
It looks like Google eyes. It's not actually Google eyes. You didn't even look at it.
That's not the point! I'm trying to make it... Yes, I'm trying to make a nod to the idea of it being a snake with eyes and everything. I will acknowledge that, but I'm not going to put actual Google eyes in the middle of the habitat.
It would be something funny for the guests on the ride to see.
No! No!
Ride entertainment value.
No. I disagree on that. I'm that's not happening. I'm willing to give it a nod, and I'm willing to like put it in here for the sake of, it's interesting. And like I'm gonna give it a little, if I can find a small enough rock, I'm gonna give it a little dot here. There you go.
Fine. I'll go back to my corner.
There you go. It's even got a little dot for the eye. But it's a little much for an actual zoo to have googly eyes in, like, the natural terrain. That's a little much for me. Let's see here. Special effects. We've got water effects. So, let's hit play. Alright, that's the splash. Let's find ourselves a waterfall. Waterfall top 5. That should be...
Don't give him ideas. And...
Wow. Well, thank you for the information on the kind of gifts you enjoy, but no, that sounds painful. I can't help but think that removal probably isn't fun for that.
Okay, I see it in the corner, but...
Yeah, like, I'm not sure why it's showing up. Could you check your previous videos with me and see if it's there too? Maybe I just didn't know about it. Let's see, I do need... I think I do want the 10 meter version.
It was there last week.
Okay, so I guess maybe I just didn't notice it before now.
Probably because it's in the corner.
Yeah, so, okay, well, thanks for the heads up. I will have to figure that out. I'm sure there's a setting to turn it off somewhere. I just have to find it.
Hey, friends, don't get pink eye. It sucks.
Wait, what?
I said don't get pink eye. It sucks.
Oh, no, Boz deleted the one message.
Why? Oh, maybe she thought it was much. Hey,
yeah,
Boz!
it might be a little much. Hi, Boz. No, that's... I don't think it's the specific word. I think it's the, terminology.
I don't know why flamingos, they just look dorky and awkward and just... I don't know. Flappably huggable? I don't know.
Flappably huggable.
I don't know.
That's the descriptor? Flappably huggable?
Well, like, you go to hug them and they flap, but...
I will admit, they are spaz critters.
I feel like they're my inner child.
They are definitely, if Nisey was a bird, it would definitely be a flamingo, yes. No, that's valid, dear. Well done. Okay, so I think I need to add a little bit of water effects up top here to imply water. Oh, hello, J-Palm. This is actually Mr. Nisey, or Mr. Bright as you so choose. I'm actually doing my part of the Duo-Zoo today. So that would be what's that? She's popping into chat from time to time, as you may have just heard. So don't be surprised, but that is primarily me. Oh, John. Okay, fair enough. Forgive me, I don't know everyone's name. Again, don't really know everyone. Not my channel.
Is it people I'm used to?
Well, it's John J. Palm.
Oh, Terwinkle. Hey.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I should have realized.
I'm like, J. Palm. I'm like, what? Took me a minute to catch up. No, that's Terwinkle. Hi, Terwinkle. Hi, John.
Well, Nisey is basically what my wife goes by. She's always gone by it, both in real life to some degree and online. And BGM was our old World of Warcraft guild. Back when, we had a guild and, we had people on World of Warcraft that we actually interacted with regularly.
We still have the guild.
Well, okay, we technically still have the guild. It doesn't really count, dear.
The guild still exists.
It's a bank now, dear. Let's not pretend. We did semi-casual raiding and stuff like that all the way up until Kata, and then we made a mistake of letting the wrong people in, and by the time they left, everyone else was gone. So we just didn't have it in us to go and hunt up another guild and set up for all that again. Board Gamers Network. That was my particular contribution and brainchild to that, because we were very casual and... we enjoyed being casual. If Terwinkle, if you really want bank access, we can get it to you, but there's nothing of value in there. It hasn't been cleaned in 2 expansions. It doesn't even have vendor value at this point.
There might be maybe...
I looked. It doesn't have vendor value at this point.
It's all old expansion mats. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's not like we actively use it all that much. Oh. I think I want to lower the intensity on that one.
There might be 100,000 gold in there, if that.
Yeah, we were actually we mostly took off during
Wrath.
No, not Wrath. Yeah, Wrath. You're right, Wrath. I was thinking Ice Crown for some reason.
That is Wrath.
Yeah, I know. Russell had a failure there, sorry. Oh, my name is Russell. Call me that, call me Mr. Bright. I don't particularly care, you just go for it. But, yeah, so we were Wrath babies. I started back near the tail end of Burning... Actually, no, I first played during the tail end of Classic.
Yeah, towards Vanilla. I came in a little bit after BC started.
Yeah, I was actually in for near the tail end because I participated in the AQ event, gathering materials, not knowing what the hell we were gathering materials for. So I did have that, but I mostly started playing in BC. Took a few years for Nisey to get interested. And then once she got interested, we really got started. And then Wrath is when we started actually raiding. And had good times. We had some very good memories and everything like that.
Oh, some of those Nax raids were awesome.
We were very disorganized. We were very
we were a chaotic hot mess, but we loved it.
Yes, we were a hot mess. Going through what was it? Uldum? Not Uldum.
It was either Nax or Uldum.
Yeah, Uldum. Going through the driving portion of Uldum
yeah.
with Nisey trying to pilot a vehicle
And
was a thing of horrors.
That was great.
Yes, it was a thing of horrors. Constantly reminding her, no, stay with the group. No, come back here. Who was it? Oak that ran with you?
No, Loran.
Yeah, Lur, stop encouraging her.
He was driving and I was shooting, so... The two healers taking off together.
Oh, pizza. What are we doing for dinner tonight, dear?
I don't know. I was gonna do bourbon beef cubes, but we don't have any ketchup. So I might do,
Maybe pizza? That sounds like very much a no. Okay, that's fine.
No, we're doing pizza tomorrow.
That's fine.
I don't want to touch it right now.
Oh, yeah, good point.
My eyes are...
We have a potential breakout of pink eye in the house. And by we, I mean she. And by breakout, I mean also she.
I'm patient 0.
Yeah, she's patient 0, and we're trying not to, like, make this turn into every zombie movie ever. We'd like to avoid that with the, you know, grouchy old people.
It was doing better yesterday, but for some reason when I just woke up, it is terrible. If any of you are WoW Challenges people, you might want to come to the show tonight. Just saying. I'd be there on time.
Alright, so the primary purpose of this particular, this right here, this wall, it isn't to actually stop anything except for the guest view. Because the guests like to try to view through things, and I don't want them to be trying to look at the animals over here when we could be looking at the animals over there. That is not going to work, because the critters are just going to walk right over and onto the track. Probably going to have to do that to, do that as, yeah, probably going to have to, make that into a, rock wall instead. Yep. Because that is not going to work at all. Sorry, I'm going to take a pause to hydrate. I ran out of talkie juice. Yeah, no, basically everyone who's chatting right now, aside from you, Bambi, with apologies, is basically part of that WoW Challenges community. And they're basically talking about WoW. But that's okay. If you want to talk about something that isn't WoW, just talk to me. That works. Because I'm going to be honest, my give a damn ended ages ago.
He's only helping me farm in WoW so we can get Diablo 4.
Yeah, we've been farming stuff in WoW solely so that we could get Diablo 4 without actually paying for Diablo 4 because, you know, shit's expensive.
And we're fucking broke.
Yep, we broke, yo.
We're broker than broke, yo.
Alright, let's see. Let's do a little terrain painting. Let's see. I definitely want to put some rock on this overhang because clearly nothing's going to be walking on there, he says as it blocks the walkway. See, give it a little bit of smoothness here and there. A little bit of... I do appreciate that they have blended textures in this game. I do appreciate that. That's a very good choice. So let's get a little bit of variation there. Yep, okay. Let's see. All right, so he definitely wants more soil. Let's go ahead and let's soil along the pathway maybe. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's put soil along the path. Because, you know, when your vehicle is driving by, it just kind of makes a mess. You know, wears things down a little bit. The new crafting system, I have done a little bit of that just to find out, and it actually is much better than it's been for at least the 3 expansions I've been gone for. In my opinion, of course. It's a lot more involved, which I think is only a good thing at this point. but others may disagree.
There's a lot more layers to it now. There's different qualities of items you can gather, and you can do things. You can like combine lower quality items to make a higher quality item with the loss of some materials. There's a lot of layers. We've been doing mostly gathering.
Yeah, again, we've been gathering and selling for the sole purpose of making Blizzard bucks, so we can buy Blizzard products without paying money. So, yeah. Let's see. You want?
We weren't gonna spend $80 for.
Yeah, no, $80 for Diablo anything isn't gonna happen at this point.
Yeah, and certainly not 2 copies. That's luxury money there.
Jesus. Okay, so now I don't like how intense I made the soil, but I was just trying to get it there, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this section, just kind of apply a little bit of greenery to it, a little bit of greenery towards the tops there, where it sticks out a little. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the happy little trees in a minute. Just trying to look at everyone's requirements, make sure it's fulfilled. Okay, they need more short grass. To be fair, I think everyone wants more short grass than long, so we're going to select you so I can watch. Grass short. Alright, so let's do short along here. Short along the path. I mean, it's probably easier to see the animals if they're not hiding in it. Oh, let's definitely do a lot more short grass over here at the friggin' Meerkat Manor, where, you know, the meerkats have to fit in.
Were you naming that section of the ride Meerkat Manor?
No. Oh, I should probably check and see who can jump the barrier. That would probably be a good idea. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay. Huh. They can technically jump that barrier. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'm going to put a little decorative fence there, and maybe that will stop them. Okay, so I do have to raise the barrier over here. Fair enough. I'm probably just going to do rocks for that. Let's just rock this section up real quick. Just so I don't have to worry about them jumping ship. Probably going to have a lot of rocks in the meerkat section anyhow, so... Well, Turwinkle, you have fun. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your whatever it is you made. Oh, random rotation's off again. Damn it. Yeah, I'd rather not feed the lions. That can be a little expensive. Giraffes are costly animals. Oh, apparently a lot of zoos do that when their animals pass of natural causes. They do actually apparently let them enter the cycle of life, as it were. They let them become omnums for the wrong click for the predators, which I suppose it makes a degree of sense. I mean, they are in the end wild animals, and that is the nature of things.
I might do chicken and spaghetti.
Okay, so you're gonna do your own food today.
Unless I need to feed you.
No, I will probably try to eat some of my soup. We'll see how that goes. I couldn't do it yesterday, but...
Do I need to try to do dishes?
No, I assume I'm doing them.
Okay. No, I mean, we could do pizza, but my eyes, like, really teary.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
That's okay. That is all right.
you've not been wanting me to touch anything, so...
No, that's absolutely true. Okay, so I've got to construct something. Didn't I have... I did make, like, a bamboo fence thing at one point. Yeah, did they actually get food value out of that? It's been a while and I can't remember. Nice little bamboo fence here. Hopefully that will keep the critters out. Guess we'll find out when I'm done. Waste all this time and effort. Ah, fair enough. I can't remember. It's been so long that I can't remember how Zoo Tycoon handled food now. Didn't they just put it down on trays like Planet Zoo here does? Okay, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here and then I'm going to edit this and get rid of everything else. Okay, so where's my ostriches? Because they're the ones who are getting into trouble. Hi there, Potato Bean! This is Mr. Bright, currently streaming on my wife's channel, doing my Duo Zoo portion. So that would be why the voice is oddly masculine at the moment.
Huh? What?
Oh, nothing. A Potato Bean has shown up in your channel? In your chat?
Were they here last night?
I believe so, yes.
Potato who you were talking to?
Yes, I think I remember now. Kinda. My memory's kind of faulty, and I apologize for that.
You know, the non-fuzzy potato.
Oh, I miss our fuzzy potatoes.
I know, they were so cute and pickle.
We used to have guinea pigs, which we always called fuzzy potatoes because that's basically what they are.
One of them was actually named Potato.
Yeah, we actually called one potato at one point. But they are not long-lived critters to begin with. And they didn't last all that long, and we can't really afford to have guinea pigs nowadays.
I can't afford to feed ourselves, let alone buy the guinea pig eggs. So.
Yeah, so unfortunately we don't have guinea pigs anymore, and we kind of miss the glorious sounds of their doop-doop in the evening.
They're excited.
Yes, I remember now. That's right, I gave my little tour, and then it crashed like 3 friggin' times!
It crashed so hard it split that tour into 2 videos.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I have to do a part 1 and part 2 because I'm not fucking editing that together on the YouTube channel. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's fair. Or you could just cut my tour out entirely. It's not that important.
It cut it off in the middle and it ended weird, so I'm just gonna part 1, part 2 it.
Oh, rather than editing it to make it make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
There's a stipulation in the description of what fucking happened.
Okay, so...
I got time for video editing. I'm still trying to get another video edited.
So, for those who have wandered in since then, as I think all of you now know, we have our dual zoo going on, and I've been working on my drive around adventure. Can't remember what I was going to call it, but I definitely want to edit this track.
Snake Rock Safari.
There it is. There we go. Yeah, so I've decided to do a drive-through. The drive-through takes us through past Snake Rock Falls. Thank you, Nisey. And then it's going to come around. This will eventually be hidden by a rock wall. We've got our lion section over here. And then it comes back around to the Meerkat Valley, which is not a valley at all because I can't seem to do much in the way of terrain alteration today. Sorry. And then exits out to people where they can buy more food and other sundries over here. Capitalism. Let's see here. Let's see, so that reminds me I was going to go and make this a little bit more of a wall. I forgot I made that guinea pig icon. Our doop-doops. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make a waterfall that people actually go through. That's right. I forgot I was going to go for it. We're going to do that. That's not really visible. We're not worried about that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
would we wait until we're more financially stable to get the other bedding that we can just throw out, or would we still go with the fleece bedding?
I don't know, because I'm not sure the other bedding would really benefit us. Because we still have to get down there and sweep it all out and everything.
But I mean, the other stuff you can kind of spot clean, so you don't have to remove all.
I think spot cleaning is not going to happen.
Like, you can spot clean a couple of days and then do like a weekly change, but I don't know.
I don't think it would quite work out quite that well for us. Like I said, I tend to outline everything, break it up after the fact, break up the outlines. So I'm gonna go in here and align to surface, random rotation. I'm just gonna go in here and add in things to make it less obviously that I've got rock cladding here. Yeah, no, it took up an entire wall, the guinea pig cage. I remember that much. Ugh, done so much talking today. You get to hear the gurgly sounds of me hydrating. Yeah.
You make fun of that, but people have hydrate channel point redemptions to make you drink.
I almost added one just to give you some kind of redemption, because let's face it, you have almost nothing to redeem.
I don't have a face camera, so.
Well, that's why you've got to make sound effects. You got to make sure people know you're hydrating, like this. Delicious water. See? I can't help but wonder how many of you went like, yeah.
Sorry for all the earbud listeners.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Whew, I shouldn't have done that because, like, now I've swallowed air.
Karma, fucker.
Okay, let's see. I need the cladding. Blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yes, I remember them distinctly getting excited anytime we opened a plastic bag. Anytime we opened a plastic bag. It was time for them to go, food? Doop doop, food? They were good guinea pigs. I do miss them for all that they were a slight pain to deal with from time to time. Sorry, like I said, I can't remember who it was. Forgive me, faulty memory like that. I believe it was OG Tallis there, way back when, who suggested water. Oh, was it you, Bambi? I can't remember.
I said it was Bambi.
It might have been Bambi. Sorry. I have memory problems, so I can't remember who to attribute my shit to. You know, now you say it, I think it was Bambi.
That's what you told me. I don't know. I woke up halfway through this, so.
Yeah, well, what matters is I'm taking their suggestion to heart, and I'm adding waterfalls. Personally, I prefer...
He prefers franchise.
I prefer franchise. I like trading with other people. I like the challenge of finding the right thing. I like breeding things up and then making people happy by selling them. But that doesn't really work for what we're doing. Yeah, age does do that to you. You joke, but then you also don't. Oh, you're right. And then I nattered on until I decided, you know what we really needed? We needed more waterfall.
Is the lion tallest got babies yet?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. I have not been paying attention to our...
Did you deal with the emu population that you needed to deal with?
No, I haven't dealt with the emu population yet. No, we've got no pregnancies amongst the lions. Not yet, anyhow. But I'm only in normal mode because, again, I have things like emu populations to deal with. Hi, Momo. This is my dog, Momo. He's currently standing on my leg looking at me.
Momo. I'm coming.
Hi, buddy.
I'm coming.
What's up, my little buddy?
Is it still butt fucking cold out?
I have no idea. It's been a while since I've been out. Hi. Oh, my goodness. Forgive me for a moment. I apologize for taking a moment to talk to the dog. He actually hurt his back about 1.5 years ago. And the fact that he's willing to come to us all excited... for attention and for going out
and getting up on his own
and for goodies and tail wiggles. It's all very nice. I kind of am glad that our dog is feeling a lot better nowadays.
We weren't sure he was going to make it.
Yeah, we weren't sure he was going to actually recover. There was talks to the vet about what to do if quality of life dropped too much. So we're always taking a moment to be glad for Momo being as happy and cuddly and wiggly as he is. Alright, so I want to sink these at least a little bit into here. I never like just leaving it visible. I'm weird like that. But I think, yeah, we just sink a little bit in there and bam.
Would you like to go pee-pee? Can mommy take you pee?
He is technically supposed to be a Corgi mix. In reality, what he is a whole bunch of terrier. Now, his brother from the same litter, thank you, I couldn't find the word. His brother from the same litter has a lot more Corgi in him. He's got the short little Corgi legs and everything. So, so there is some Corgi in it, but in Momo's case, it's all terrier. He got none of the Corgi.
He almost looks like a mix between a Corgi and a Cairn Terrier.
He has mostly recovered at this point. Again, he's now willing to come out and beg for treats and stuff like that, which he wasn't willing to do for most of that past 1.5 years.
Like, he'll get up willingly on his own without us asking him to now.
Yeah, he'll like, we can ask him to get up out of his bed, and he'll get up out of his bed so we can fix it and whatnot. So, we're just very, very glad that he's relatively healthy. That's all that we really ask of him. What on earth did I do here? Okay, so I think I got to move that out of the rock a little bit. Excuse me while we have adventures and X-rays. Okay, so there's one. Yes, so. No, he is not. That is merely coincidence. He's named Momo because the other one is named Zuzu. Zuzu was the name that was picked first. And then I think I want to add a little bit. That's murky. I want the non-murky. No, that is just coincidence. Kind of hard to see here. Yep. So, no, she just liked that name. My wife picks very, very, very odd names for things. We had a possum named Fred. Just Fred, the possum. And Fred the possum was so named just because she could. Yeah, so,
Can you mute for a second?
just ZU. Hang on just a second. I actually am not sure about muting.
Oh.
Oh, no, that... just ZU. Hang on just a second. I actually am not sure about muting.
Oh.
Oh, no, that... just ZU. Hang on just a second. I actually am not sure about muting. Muting.
Oh.
Oh, no, that... Muting.
Oh.
Oh, no, that... Muting. Oh, no, that... Huh. Did that kill the stream? I can't tell if I'm live or not. Hang on a second. I've got to reload here. Ha. Well, the stream's, I think, running now.
What did you do?
Well, when I muted, for some reason, like, my stream stopped and I wasn't sure it was running now, but it's running now. Okay. Well, that was awkward. Fun. Okay, so I've got my second waterfall. That's kind of dorky, but at this point I don't care. Oh, hey Ben, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Did the thing pop up? Okay, so I've got my second waterfall. We're testing Stream Elements to see if it's working still.
Did you ever log into it?
Oh, hey Ben, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Did the thing It did not show up. Wow, and that is lagging like crazy now, huh?
I don't know why it's using Twitch Studio. I think Twitch Studio is overriding it.
It might be. It might be that Twitch Studio's overriding, because it worked on yours last time, right?
It popped itself for a minute.
Yeah, so what was supposed to happen there is there was supposed to be a little field of flamingos popping up going murmur, murmur.
You're talking double now, so I don't know what you did.
Yeah, so what was supposed to happen there is there's supposed to be a little field of flamingos popping up. Ha! How about now?
I feel like you're double streaming.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Again, usually Saturday is the day that I do this, and then the rest of the week is my wife doing her various things like art and so on. So feel free to stop by. I hope you enjoy if you happen to.
I also have my own Planet Zoo solo game on Friday.
Well, I just said gaming and art. So is the double sound better now? Because as it turns out, I had to mute. I muted Twitch Studio, and I'm just seeing if you guys are hearing me at all. I muted Twitch. I guess in order to test that, I should probably yammer a little bit more. Yeah, I'm starting to think Twitch Studio is overriding or interacting weirdly with other things.
Why are you even using Twitch Studio?
Well, it's for the chat. Okay, so is it echoing currently, Boz? Mentally time marking myself now, because it's either that or OBS is picking up my... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I know what it was. I have my desktop audio feeding into this, and when I went to check and see about if the live stream was working, I turned on the volume on the live stream. That's why I did it. Whoopsie. That explains a lot. So, okay. I need to check and make sure that they're still... Yeah, they're still good on that. Should probably check my notifications to see if anything horrifying has happened. No, it's not all new animals. No lion cubs yet. Sorry.
Did you fix it?
Yes, it was a desktop audio loop. So, I have to add stuff for my critters. It's time. Finally! Wow, it's almost like a stream of yours, hon. I'm just now getting to the exhibit.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to every time. Every time. It just gets funnier.
Keep it up. I didn't forget you, miss.
So let's see. What did I use? I was using the cork oak. Let's go with that again. I kind of like how that's been looking. We're going to use that for... Use that for the... trees here. Again, nothing can really climb on there anyhow, so might as well give it some treeage. That sounds like a bad pun on triage, for which I apologize, but I also really don't. Well, I can't help it. I want to be fancy, okay? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it at least sort of right.
You know what? You need to figure out how to animate the banner, like the follower or subscriber, and then you can have the little hermit crab claws like wave back and forth at the bottom.
I was actually thinking about trying to green screen one of my hermit crabs and then just have it run across the screen. I was thinking about it.
Oh, I thought you were going to actually art them.
I mean, I might eventually. Just feels so big and empty. You know what? Let's use some of those acacia tree. Because they take up a lot of space. Oh, excuse me. Indigestion. Am I still on random rotation? Yes, I am. Okay.
Alright, I am logged into SE now.
To what?
Stream Elements, SE.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll see if that works. How are we as far as coverage? Because I know some people are a little picky. Let's see. 12, 12, 12. Okay, so it looks like everyone's happy at 12 max.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Or am I at 12? Oh. Okay, so I don't actually have that much room to work with. Huh. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of some section here. But not the track, if you please. Okay, I think I'm going to have to step away for just a minute, so I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, no, it turns out it was just my mother going out and going food shopping. Everyone just panicked. Let's see. So, I was working on my trees.
My mom wants to go to Walmart later. Your mom didn't say anything.
I think she only went to Harps anyhow, but still.
Well, she was asking when we were going, so I was like, I don't know. We were supposed to go last night, but we didn't. I love the umbrella trees.
Yeah, it does occupy a lot of space, so it is nice.
I love them even in Zoo Tycoon.
If I remember correctly, in Zoo Tycoon, they were the only ones who actually looked like trees.
Yeah, they actually look like proper tropically trees that provided some kind of shade and a lot of happiness.
Let's see. I do wish I could select multiple types of the same foliage and have it randomized between them. I do kind of wish that was a thing, but it's really not. A little bit of layering, give us a little color. Let's see, elephant grass. I am ultimately going to rock up these walls, so I'm kind of making like an entry-exit way marker for that. Just getting all fancy.
So did you hit? You've hit your 5 species requirement?
Oh yes, more than I hit my 5 species requirement before I started even building this deer.
Okay.
Alright, how's everybody doing? Okay, everyone's still happy with what I've done so far. Okay. Let's see here. So, I think I want to put some reeds at the entrance of the river here. Yep, there we go. Let's see, and then doing a cork oak. Yeah, I have to agree with that. That is a bit of a dick move there. Bushes here. Let's put some flowers here. Let's get a little pretty. A little nice.
That dude is back sitting in the corner of auction house.
What's that, dear?
That dude is back sitting in the corner of auction house. Level 10 pink. Alright, so I made 13,000 last night.
Oh, that's good. What are we up to now?
94.
What's that? 94?
Yes.
We're getting closer. We've almost got our 10 tokens.
Yes.
Almost there.
Actually, I'm gonna see how much is in our guild bank.
I don't know if there is anything. Yeah, no, that makes sense, boss. Under the circumstances, I would not want them to have access either. Nice little thing. I really wish I could hide these walls better, but it's probably just going to have to be rocks all the way. put a little bit of bushery here when you go around the corner. I wonder, can I ride this? Ride camera! Yeah, no, I can definitely see keeping that from being a thing. So forgive me if I'm taking the tour. I kind of want to see what it looks like.
Well, I'm sure they want to take the tour too.
I definitely have to neaten that up, but that's not actually part of the exhibit. Okay, so I think I'm definitely going to do very tall rock walls on the side there. I definitely have to rock everything up. Come around the corner and... lions, if we had any. God, this is as bad as the Jurassic Park tour.
You know how many lions?
Oh, there they are. Alright, so that's something. I might redo the long grass to emphasize the hills there. Snake Rock. Meerkats, yes. I might also redo this sand and waterfall. And random people I don't know. Get out of here, people. I might actually do elfin grass all the way along this section too as sort of an exit thing. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Huh?
I need to add some more vehicles to this track. Oh god, everyone's gonna be angry at me. Sorry, peoples. Alright, so I got 5 vehicles. Hopefully that'll be enough to make people get through at a reasonable rate. Checking the rider flow real quick while I'm at it. Why are they all so close together? Did they load that fast? Oh. Got stuck at the gate. So yeah, this might spread them out a little bit more because these guys have to stop while these guys are at the gate.
Like if there's an animal in the way or the track's full.
Okay, it looks like 5 is a good number. Because I think there's not going to be much of a pileup, but there's going to be a little bit of pileup. Or maybe they're all going to be stacked together. Huh.
No, they're doing okay. I mean, if there's an animal that blocks the track, they have to wait for it to move, so that's going to cause a stack up. There's nothing.
Meep, meep, Lulu, meep, meep. Oh god, they're hungry. I haven't actually fed the animals yet. I should probably do that. Oh god. Alright, let's see. So, I need my species. Start with the giraffes. Which reticulated giraffes, that's right. There you are. Right in front of me. Okay, so what section do we want the giraffes to feed in? Do we want to have them feeding by the meerkats? Do you want to have them feeding by the entrance? We could put it here in this kind of big open space, but I don't know if there's enough room for that. Or I could put it over here. I'm not sure if I can move the platform, to be honest. Like I said, I've been having problems with it. Oh, could put it here. There's a good spot. There we go. Yeah. I'll just use the terrain to smooth out here. Okay, so I've got food for them. I don't need the water per se. Let's go ahead and find some toys they like. They like rubbing pillars and sprinklers. Well, tell you what, let's put the rubbing pillars over here in this empty section. That should do. And sprinklers. Where do we want to put the sprinklers? Let's turn that off. We'll see about sprinklers there. Okay, I think other animals also like the sprinklers, so it might work out. Okay, smooth the terrain. Okay. Okay. Got food enrichment. They got toys. Bedding is just going to be the same generic bedding for everybody. You're all going to hang out together now. I hope you like giraffes, because they tend to spread out. Everybody but the meerkats. Everybody hang out. So, got the giraffes. Let's check out the rhinos. Which rhinos do I have? I have the southern white rhinoceros. Okay, they already got the bedding. Ooh, a mud bath. Mud baths over here. I will probably put a little bit of greenery around it, just kind of, again, break up the obvious areas. Okay, they like the rubbing pillar like everybody else. They like the sprinkler. The herb scent marker probably is liked by everyone in here, or most everyone, so let me just place them about. Alright, there we go. Okay, so got something for them. Next we've got the gazelle. Thompson's gazelle. They like the scratching post trees. They like those. I grab balls, but I kind of like stuff that sticks around, so. But you know what? Let's put those over here. And I'll probably put more greenery around there to kind of hide it. And then, let's see, food enrichment. Oh, I didn't check for food enrichment for the rhinos. Alright, well, let's start with these guys. Let's see, this is gonna be the gazelle area, I think. I think this is just gonna be where we put gazelle stuff. A little bit smooth to make sure we're not having any problems with that. And so I have to go back to the... Okay, so they like the large bear... Oh, they like the barrel feeders too. Make sure it's on here. Southern white rhinoceros. I'm trying to avoid the ones that like get knocked everywhere. That seems like more trouble than it's necessarily worth. So we're just gonna... Huh, it didn't flatten the terrain. That's weird. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the gazelles, we've got the rhinos, we've got giraffes. Didn't I have a fourth critter in here aside from the meerkats? Ostrich! Right.
You didn't see the big fluffy black bird walking around?
No, I didn't, to be honest. Okay, you know what? We're going to have ostrich feeding areas out here with the meerkats. Okay, so I like the herbs. I like regular scratching posts. Really? Nah. Okay, obviously not. Okay, I don't know. Oh, because I did OST and it's probably like... Yeah, okay. Let's see. I need a place to put the jingle jangles.
The what?
The interaction things. The mirrors and the dangly bits and the things that go ring-a-ding when they play with them.
Look at the keys?
Yes.
Okay.
In the case of ostriches, sometimes literally. Make sure you can reach that. I think we're going to move you just a little bit. There we go. Make sure you can still reach that. Kind of have to check and make sure everyone can get around. There we go. There's the update. Okay. So, everyone's got access to water. Everyone's got access to their toys. Oh, zebras! Forgot I had zebras in here too. Forgot how to type too. Okay, so they like most of the same entertainment items. They like most of the same food items. Alright, now I need to check their actual numbers, make sure they're... No, we're not going to add a zebra to the lions. Again, animals are expensive.
You could add a food enrichment prey thingy to the lions.
Sorry, what was that, dear?
They have like a prey thingy that has meat in it that you can add to the lions.
Okay, everyone there is happy with their recreation. I need to check on the meerkats because I didn't really check their stuff. Okay, yes, they're happy too.
He doesn't want his guest rating to go down by doing that because it's how we're judging each side of the zoo.
Oh my god, I watched them murder a zebra. There. It's as close as it's gonna get, okay? Not gonna get any closer to zebras in there, thank you.
We'll find out real quick if you did actually turn protesters off if you do that.
Oh god, what are they There's a meerkat on the track.
Gonna happen.
Little bugger.
Run over him. Well, I mean they could, but...
Pretty sure they're either making more ostriches or they're getting angry about ostriches. I'm not sure which.
That looks like a mating dance.
Okay, that's right. I don't have an actual tour going all the way over there, so... Okay, so I need to rock wall off. Need to rock wall off this side section so people can't see it as they're approaching. God, let's have some class here. Here, let me check on the fake zebra, although it's gone, so I'm guessing they did eat it. Not sure where it went. Oh, wow, they can actually jump. Well, that's neat. Oh, are we making lions? We might be making lines. You might finally get your little lines you were looking for. Didn't they have a way to view what they were doing? I could have sworn they did.
You have to click on the animals in the exhibit. Scroll
Yep.
down.
Smells like lion. Yep.
Like if you scroll down further, it might tell you. Like if you click on, I think you have to click on the exhibit fence. Maybe. There's someone.
Oh no, I was wondering what the lions were doing. Like, they may not have it here. I vaguely remember playing it. There we go again.
Wait, why is it red?
Why is what red?
Go back to the exhibit.
Uh-huh.
Click the exhibit fence for the lions.
I have it clicked.
I'm waiting for you to catch up.
Oh, available food. They haven't been fed for some reason.
Something's red.
Yeah, available food.
Again, I'm behind you. There's a delay.
Why are...
Why did they just jump?
Wait. Do I have a keeper hut.
Are they assigned to that keeper hut?
Oh, this one has no work zone. See if that helps. Why are they not feeding my critters? I don't think there's anyone in here, is there? No. Has power.
Can they not get to a feed station?
Well, it doesn't. They would dump food then.
Maybe another keeper was gonna head in there and it was full.
It could have been stuck back when I was editing all the work zones. It's entirely possible. Well, no, because they should still be trying to feed them. Like, they should at least be trying. But this one keeps cycling through inspecting. Oh, there we go. It's just started cleaning. Huh. Let me see. Is the terrain too steep? No, they can get to all that.
Pick the keeper up and drop him over there. See what he does.
I didn't know you could drop off path.
The keepers.
Okay, so they did prepare food at some point. But that was for the other one. Says it's accessible. Call keeper. Let's see what happens. Okay, this keeper's going. Nothing.
Well, wait, did they just walk to the keeper hut?
No, they're walking to the other structure. Why?
Can they not? Is that keeper hut in his work zone?
In this work zone, in this work zone, in this work zone.
Can you rotate the keeper hut and move it closer to the water thing?
It's not the keeper hut. It's not the keeper hut because the other animal's being fed. I don't think so. I mean, it's connected. I can't imagine why it would be the keeper hut.
The pathway, maybe they can't navigate the path back there to get to it? The path looks lumpy. Or is that me? No, he just walked through there.
Like they came out of the trade thing, so they have to be able to get through there somewhat.
What quality of food are you on for the lions? Maybe up their food quality and see if that'll force them to feed them?
You know what? They're both cycling through no food. Let me save and reload. Because I think I remember hearing about this being a bug.
What did you rename this file?
It's just Duo Zoo now. Long load time. Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Is this something that a complete reload of the game will only fix, or?
Let's see what this guy does. Well, I think this is the first time I've seen anyone go to the staff room, so let's speed this up, see what happens when the next one who visits does.
Well, the mechanic was coming and going from there.
No, they just looped back around. Preparing food. There we go. Okay, we finally have someone doing food. Let's see if they actually add it to all these critters.
Because it may not be food for them.
Okay, they're adding it to the fake animal. And that's all they added it to.
If there's enrichment food objects, they'll do that before they do anything. You might need to add more food enrichment objects if there's that.
Well, I've got 3 and they only filled 1. Is my point.
Oh, I didn't see any other food enrichment.
Yeah, I've got the restraint feeders. That is something for the lions, right?
I don't think that's lions.
Yeah, no. West African lion. Well, tell you what, seeing as we don't know what's going on with it, but we do know that they're feeding the other thing, let's just go ahead. Oh, hey, we'll give them some pronghorns. We'll let them vary their diet.
Did you remember to put water treatment down
Yes. Water treatment is functional.
for the new section?
Yeah. I'm gonna call a keeper. I want to make sure this is filling. Except they didn't. Yeah, it's possible if they weren't eating, that might be why mating attempts are failing.
Well, if you call them and they're not seeing a reason to do anything.
Well, yeah, but they weren't seeing a reason earlier either.
Fire that search number?
No, that's not going to do anything. Okay, so there they are finally cleaning it. Cleaning habitat again. Exit. No food. Oh, hey, there you go. Looks like we might have... Yep, we have some lions finally.
I would still up their food quality. Depending on what you've got it on.
I mean, it doesn't matter if they're not being fed, but hey, there you go. Oh, that's the settings button. I never noticed that before. Why is it being weird like that? Oh, I don't have... Do I... I thought I had a mechanic assigned over here. Do I not? I do not. Okay. Well, that explains that. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here and see what happens when it loads in. It takes time for them to give birth. You know, they mated, but they still have to carry the offspring. Yeah, these guys carry their offspring for the better part of a year. So it's some months away from giving birth.
It's not the 7-Eleven grab-and-go snacks.
That would be the zebras, dear. Why? Well, maybe they just don't need to because everyone's nutrition is up.
They might not be eating that often.
Yeah, it's possible they just didn't need to fill it because they're not hungry.
We'll have to do some research.
Meal quality, nourishment. Yeah, no, they're not actually hungry, so guess not. Well, I think I'm going to save and exit there. It's actually about 4 o'clock local time, which means I've been running longer than I normally do, in fact. Did pretty good today.
Proud of you.
So let me just save one more time. You can see Nisey's various support links down below, etc. She does stream most days except for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, yeah, I personally don't stream Saturday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, usually.
Well, okay, yes, but I'm here Saturday, so at least something's happening.
Yeah.
Wow, that is an awkward climb for a rhino. So thank you all for stopping by. I will be doing this again next Saturday at about the same time as always, noon Central. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again.